together.
Ooh. Come on. Jamie.
It's not got the punch we usually have, is it? It's making me feel a bit sexy.
Yeah.
Skip.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't mind gays.
How could you
But gay
love
Asians.
me and leave me and never say goodbye? And I can't sleep at night and I'm holding you tight.
Go on, Jamie.
Each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pill in my
Dan. Is it Dan? His mic is on.
And now we go
Oh, this one.
to the end of the road. End of the road.
till I can't let go.
Welcome to the Lockdown Lock-In.
It's unnatural.
With me, Dan
You
Nightingale.
belong to me. I'm
Shan
Egbert.
Egbert.
Belong to you.
Jamie H. Finley K. And Sensei Carl. Oh, we're gonna get so sexy tonight.
It's gonna be so sexy.
We're gonna have sexual intercourse with men,
You know, but-
sticking our winkies in their bums.
Where are your headphones, my friend? Don't you wanna wear them?
They are here, but I can't put them on.
I'm happy to
My
be here.
head won't fit them. It looks retarded if I wear them like a retarded would.
I'll
Is that
do
a
the
12-inch mix?
I'll do the audio, lad.
That's a
Don't
12-inch
worry
dick.
about it.
Words.
I'll do the audio, lad.
I'm going without the headphones. Is that all
I
right?
don't like it, but yeah.
Yeah, I can see why Adam just wanders off because you're like, oh, what's the consequence?
It's an intriguing
Keep it
choice.
tight. Keep it fucking tight. Ladies and gents, it is the Lockdown Lock-In you've all been waiting for. We've wanted it for a while. Adam fucked off. And we were like, we're going to do it anyway. We're fucking doing it anyway.
I'll do it
Yeah.
anyway.
He wasn't that bothered about the lock-in, was he? I think he'll get jealous seeing this, depending on how well or badly this ends up. And then I think he'll
Sorry.
want. I think he'll want in on the next
It always
one.
ends up brilliantly with not just me, but old Jamie Hutchinson.
The
Yeah.
fucking new
I
new
mean,
boy on
he's
the
not
block.
old, is he? He's very new.
Oh, I'm old inside.
Oh, yeah.
I'm new to use, but I'm old.
Well, you're not new to me.
Not new to you.
I've known you since you started.
What?
No,
But you're new
you
to these
sound-
lot.
No, I've known Jamie a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he
years.
told me he'd known me for about 6 years.
and he
We
didn't
gigged together.
remember.
I've known you about 6 years, haven't I?
Longer.
But I tell you what, your 6 weeks of being on this podcast, my God,
Flying.
game
Thank you to the
changer.
fans.
Main thing is you don't go and start your own rival podcast because that would piss us off, Jamie.
Me,
All
never.
right? So don't think about it.
It's
Your
not.
new your
Not
New
with
Year's
another scouse
resolution
anyway.
should be don't start 1 or 2 podcasts. You rat.
Not happening.
No, it's going to be
Don't
great.
follow my socials in 2022. There was no news coming
No,
on
nothing.
podcast.
No news at all.
Shall we start? By the way, listen, just next lock-in resolution. That is a banger, but it needs to start with
it needs to start like, yeah.
I'm not saying we all
Billie
have to hit
Jean, boom, boom, like straight
Billie
away.
Jean. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. As needs we Billie Jean.
Boom, hey.
Billie Jean, boom, boom. Because everyone loves that Michael Jackson song. Billie Jean, boom, boom, say Billie Jean.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, that's the one.
That was one of his hits, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the Mumbai remix.
The Mumbai remix. Oh yeah, because you're Asian.
The Bombay mix.
Are you Asian? The bomb.
Bingo.
Started early.
We need to. We can't all start with Johnny Bongo energy, but bits and pieces. Bum 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 bum. But then again, that was a sign of what was to come, which was the most pissed lock-in we've had.
Yeah, easy.
Where
Which one was that?
Adam found his line on that one
Johnny Bongo.
because he in the third section, Adam was there. But if he was a boxer,
Like glazed
the
over.
other boxer would have been looking at the corner going, throw the towel
Throw
in.
the towel, right,
What
yeah.
referee, where are you?
He was
'Cause
eating raw sausage and cheese.
yeah, it was a phenomenal effort. And Johnny Bongo was just still going like, that's how he drinks on a Wednesday. Like, what are we doing here, boys? So tonight we started all sexified.
We're sexified, yeah.
Thanks for coming, man.
No, before we start, I know it's your birthday week. Well, I knew, none of yous did, but, you know.
It is, we're 2 years old.
Yeah, happy birthday
It's
to
a
us.
present.
Oh.
Have you got anything sharp, Carl, other than your wit?
Okay!
And
we're off!
And his dick. It's pencil-like. Go on. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Fucking hell.
That's a proper chef's knife and all.
Hey, call that a knife? Yeah, I do.
Fucking
Do
hell.
you remember that?
You're going to stab yourself!
Do you remember that from Crocodile Dundee? You call that a knife?
Can we just all
it's
look at his
massive.
technique here at the moment? He is absolutely
I
It's not
know.
live in there, is it?
diabolical.
Jamie Hutchison opens boxes like he lives, like, badly, but in an entertaining and exciting way.
I like to think that Jamie doesn't
Oh,
know
no,
what this is
Jamie,
either.
honestly.
You're going to
gonna
stab
hit.
yourself in the
Yeah,
leg.
please.
There's
don't
going
do
to
that.
be a knife in the thigh.
You're gonna
Jamie, just put the knife down.
Jamie.
He's more excited about the present he knows he's bought.
It's not
The pod.
I don't think he knows what it is.
This is a pretty random. I bought you a present. I want to open it.
I love.
With a knife!
No, I love like personalised gifts. I'm pretty addicted to it.
Oh yeah.
Making custom.
No, you, an addictive personality.
making custom cards and stuff like that. I love doing it. I got you 6 shot glasses, but they're not as good as your existing ones.
Someone's given us shot glasses today.
So they're just 6 glasses there. And it's got a little star on, like a Champions League badge because you won the award.
Why are you describing the gift before they
Thank
open
you
it?
very much.
That's sick. The stars.
That's lovely. Cheers, man.
But they're not as...
Doesn't matter. They
They're not
mean
as
more.
good as them.
They mean
It's
So
the
more.
thought
give
that
him
counts,
to-
mate.
Give them to Shipka.
Jamie,
Oh, hey, have a word with the star.
that's sick. Throw the knife under the table.
Because
for
we
me.
actually love Red Star Belgrade as well. When the wheeler. I'm going to
it.
put those away so
I
they
love
don't
the
get
star
damaged.
because we are the champions.
Shall we, because we've been given shot glasses, shall we start this bad boy with a shot?
Let's do a shot.
do it.
We're being sponsored today by no one.
No one.
But to be fair, Camden Hells gave
from
us
the last
a
time.
creative lager, and Cafe Patron have discontinued it.
So
So
I can
we're,
do anything. I'm hiding the badge then.
oh fuck it!
I know the
Salute,
score now.
boys! Cheers,
them.
cheers to
Salute.
you.
Salute.
Here's
All
to a
the
lock
best.
in.
Oh yes.
As we left, Finn came to mine. Finn's staying at mine tonight, aren't you? Staying in the garden
Are
office.
you?
Sexy.
In the garden office.
Yeah, and
nice place to
Laura
stay.
keeps going, no one wants to stay in the garden office. I'd be so offended if someone put me in a garden office. You're like, I know, because you're a woman and you think about stuff like this.
Did you tell you grew up in Rill?
But genuinely, you've seen the garden office, haven't you?
The whole place is a garden office.
It's fine. Like, which you, she was
got
like, what if he
shelter.
needs the toilet? Just wee in a fucking book.
Is it heated? The garden
Yeah.
office.
A little fucking.
It's going up in the world.
Innit?
Mate.
You'll be fine in there, won't you? She sniffed the Patron. Old Lozzie Lou, my wife, Laura. She sniffed it and she was like, "Oh God, is that what they put in? What did you say? Tiramisu?" You're like, "No,
No, imagine.
no, they don't put coffee, tequila,
You
and
turn me shit yourself.
I actually think that might make a good tiramisu.
Let's make one.
Alcoholic tiramisu.
Let's do it now.
Here's what we made earlier.
For a bit of a different feel with this lock-in, more of a bake-off.
By
love
the
a
way,
fucking
can I just say we have a bingo card here.
Yeah.
You don't know what's on it. But
Oh.
if one of the
Should we tell them so that people can play along at home?
no, because then they'll just lean into it.
No, you won't.
Don't lean into it.
No,
Oh.
you will. There's
Oh,
a
hang
bingo
on.
card, and if you
When
do
do you
any of
reckon
the-
there was the last time Jamie and I leaned ever in anything?
We'll put it in
We'll
the
put it-
Patreon description.
okay, yeah, we'll put it in the Patreon description so they can play along at home as
So
well.
if we say one of these words,
if you no, it's not one of the words. It's something.
Like a topic?
Yes,
Or a phrase.
So if Dan
Yes.
mentions doing drugs in the noughties,
that's not one of them.
okay.
If I
Because I
say
love it when
anything
people give me
about my
shit.
race,
That's not one of them.
Yeah, but everyone would be absolutely obliterated.
If I'm just sound.
That's not one of them.
yeah.
We'd all be so.
So we'll just shout
If
bingo.
it's not just words, because I'd love to stop saying literally and genuinely.
So is it one?
That
and
would
just
be
fuck off?
phenomenal if we could.
Yeah, fucking.
My New Year's resolution on the pod is to stop saying literally or genuinely.
You've said it 4 times in the last.
Of course, because I'm trying to make the point. You literal, genuine prick. But okay, good. So, could you even put it on the screen to be like, these are them if you want to sketch them down?
we could. We probably have. Depends if Finn enters the riot.
Yeah, it's probably happened already.
Hang on.
It's just here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Have you you had the Rona over Christmas, didn't you?
No.
What?
I did.
What do you know?
I had the Rona.
Oh no, that gig cancelled.
I thought you had the Rona.
No, I weren't the Rona.
Oh, I had the Rona.
Did you have fake Rona?
I weren't well. Sorry, I just realised, Dean. Sorry, Dean.
Mentally,
I might have
physically,
fake Rona out of the gig. 'Cause I was having a come down. I was having a bad time.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Bingo.
Jamie! That's fucking... Oh, is it a shot? Shot it
For who?
Yeah.
For Jamie?
Yeah.
Go
Jamie
on, mate.
says something sad.
Jamie says something that you... Oh, no, you...
If we know, no.
Are you going to make us have a shot every time one of us
Yes.
say it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was for I thought it was for the lids.
It's a fucking.
They can play it,
lock-in.
but we can play it too.
It's a lock-in. You absolute.
Holy shit!
What's he having? What are you having?
Patron there, isn't it?
All right, there you go.
Oh, this is going to get
who is it?
so messy though.
Yeah.
I've got some.
Oh yeah, it's a lock-in, Carl. It's a
Is
lock-in.
he sorted?
Hang on, we're going to be drinking. Oh yeah.
Sorry, anyone who bought tickets to Phase 1. I mean, you still had a mint lineup. Don't get me wrong, but I was just
Who replaced you?
Who replaced
Adam
me?
Rowe and Callum Oakley.
Yeah, that's fucking sound.
Yeah, I think they're
Adam
all
Rowe
right.
and Callum
Someone
Oakley for a
Someone
Jade
did win.
Hutchinson.
Someone was like, we only booked for Jamie.
They replaced you with 2 people. That's fucking sick, that. How good you are, lad.
Right, go on then.
Shot.
Sad story shot. There we go.
Oh, you fucking little rat. That's
It's only one person. It's only one. I've got sad stories backed up to the fucking.
No, it's not sad stuff. It's Jamie says something
Oh, right,
sad.
okay. But not every time. That's done now. Because I'm going to say a lot of sad things.
Yeah, you can't
all I've got.
do a shot. Every time Jamie says something that makes you worry about Jamie's health or mental
We'll do
state,
one shot, but at home, do a shot every time.
Oh, fucking hell.
keep it
Oh,
going.
really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just keep guessing.
Well, I like that we
Also, I
can't
feel-
know about it.
I feel like this drinking game isn't particularly inclusive to my Muslim brothers and sisters.
Oh, do a shot.
You
Sean
silly
says
prick.
something about his
You
race.
silly prick.
Do a shot.
Where's my glass?
Here is your glass.
Stop fucking
He
banging on
knew what he
about
was
it.
doing. He was getting it out the way.
Do you know, this is some of the last Cafe Patron in the world. And it's worth it.
There we go.
And so we come to the end. Shalom.
Kampai.
Okay.
Bang in.
Well, I feel under pressure to accidentally trip up over my one. Something like lesbian bukkake.
Let's not think about it. It's
Yours
too
is
much.
coming.
Yeah.
It's putting too much.
Is it absolute?
It's coming at some
It's
point.
definite.
Yeah.
Putting too much pressure on the interactions.
Does anyone want to discuss Tudor England? Is that it? No, it's not.
No, it's
you
not.
don't know me, do you? Let's talk Big Liz the first. Look at Ishan. He'd absolutely love to as well. Come on. I'm on a chat. So you faked a bit of the Rones.
Well,
No, it's fine. It's
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, I
It's
did.
fine.
Sorry.
It's fine. I've said it before. If you're a lady,
To be fair,
and you can't, not that you are a lady, but at the moment, if you're a woman who doesn't want to go into work, there are so many reasons. Like you just have to say symptoms, like lady issues.
Also, it's
like-
not at the moment.
What?
I think that those issues are going to stay forever.
what, COVID?
No, as in at the
Periods.
moment, you could say. You said if you're a woman.
No, I'm
at
just
the
saying,
moment-
like
You have a myriad.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the myriad has been added to with you could just claim COVID
oh, it's
symptoms.
the new grandparents
you know what? That seemed-
died.
Yeah.
See, oh, that
I
seemed
flagged a day off work with COVID for
Right.
3 different jobs.
nice,
It's unbelievable.
I've had malaria and dengue fever so many times.
right? And are they just scared that?
Yeah, and the thing is, I'll be in England.
What the fuck's dengue fever?
Exactly. Play on the ignorance.
He would just say so. And then the teacher's like, "Dude, don't come in."
That's a slippery slope.
Do you do it in a voice like I got dengue fever? I got.
And do a shot, motherfucker! Questionable accent.
Racist accent.
Oh, you must have known that was it.
You absolute.
Why didn't I just stick to Queen Elizabeth? It would have been away from the shots.
Get the fucking shot down.
I got the fever of 110. Dengue. Check it and see. I can't come into work because I got
So,
the
have we
fever.
done all our? We haven't done all ours. Have
You've
we?
done yours. We've got 2, but we know ours, so we'll slide ours in a good point.
Finn's
What
got,
do
he's
you
got a
reckon?
mic.
Jamie.
Give him a mic and say something now.
Jamie.
Jamie, do you know what Finn's is? Finn gets the mic.
Yeah!
Give him the mic right now.
Right,
Yes.
shot.
Get in.
Yeah, shot.
Get
Right, I'll
in.
bring my glass.
Fucking hell.
There we go. Easy. Just call now. And that's
What
coming.
would
Don't
Carl's
worry.
be?
Word nonce.
Oh, I'm sexy.
Something to do with
It's
words.
coming. It's coming.
Oh, look
Don't
at
worry.
me, I'm sexy.
When do I ever say that?
Right, every time we drink around Carl, you turn
I
into...
do get a bit homoerotic.
you turn into like the ugly single bird. Ishan gives off the of a horny divorcee. It's like, since my Nigel left me, I've missed someone like
I've
Carl.
admired Carl even when sober, to be fair.
I understand, but it gets a new gear when you've got a beer in you.
I like it.
Like, it's almost like...
You know, just look at you're a nice person as well inside. As well
I just think the way you master this so much, like,
you're good with your words.
Would you,
and
though, Isham? Would you, if Carl was like, do you know what? Fuck it, I've had a Cafe Patron.
Yeah, sure.
Would you nosh him off?
Yeah.
Right, cool. It's good to know, isn't it? Just professionally.
Why
Yeah,
not?
professional, just a professional nosh.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I want to know what... I've got... Every time I drink here, I get wet wipe obsessed. It's a really weird little
Why
thing.
did you-
Because it's all sticky. The
okay.
Cafe Patron, it's sticky.
That's another accent for you to drink to?
No, because I've done that
Not
one.
for us.
Tick.
Yeah.
No, for them.
Oh, the cafe. Oh,
I
no,
mean,
I'm not doing it on purpose. I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah. But you can.
Wind your body. Wiggle your belly. It's got to be something word. Oh, I know what it is.
What?
It's Japanese, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
No,
right, okay,
no,
let's have it happen naturally.
It'll happen naturally.
So, yeah, 3 different jobs, and you've claimed Rona 3 times.
Right at the origins of it, when brother's got symptoms, fortnight off. But you act all, what do we do? Do we come in? Or, no, you can't come in. Oh, you're joking. I'm going to have to stay off for a fortnight.
Are you still in touch with anyone you said you had Rona to a while ago, and do you pretend you've got long COVID? You're like, I can't smell anything.
No, because it's only managers and stuff. Everyone knows the game in the working
Everyone
game.
knows the game.
Everyone knows the fucking scripts.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone knows the loopholes.
Oh, before Rona, what was
No,
your...
there's a...
Jamie, it's not going, I think I got COVID. Fucking loopholes, mate.
I reckon James had some really cracking excuses for not
Jamie's
to-
had 3 jobs since the start of the pandemic.
But even before COVID, what was your go-to?
Well, I told on the last one, like the fake invoice and things like that. But
Oh, yeah, that was amazing. Women troubles.
there's
Hysterectomy.
the thing is with doing sickies is I sometimes overcomplicate it. Yeah. So if I know I'm going on the piss on a Wednesday and I'll have Thursday, Friday off, I'll drop a seed in on Monday.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, it's something.
God,
yeah,
this
your
is like
throat.
some Jordan B. Peterson shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Carry on.
just sort of like, the game, do you like negging birds? I
You
do
ne-
that
you
for
neg supervisors.
Managers.
Yeah, you next.
Yeah. God, you're just such a fair team leader. I'm sick. I need the day off, and I know you're fair, so you'll let me have it off.
Yeah. Okay.
You've got to play them at their own game. You've got to be mates with them, befriend them,
Yeah.
befriend them, do all right, do
But
all
how
right.
how long does the
Day off.
befriending take? Because it sounds like you don't stay long enough in a job to.
No, I do.
Befriend.
I leave on my own terms. When I'm on a final written warning, I resign before I'm sacked. That's the thing.
Won't be told.
What's been
Won't
your
be
favourite
told.
job, Jamie?
This one's all right that I'm in now.
What is it?
Hairdressing Academy. So I do like recruit.
Yeah, I know that.
No, so like people who want to be hairdressers.
Did we do it on the last
Yeah,
pod?
Yeah. I phone salons and stuff to get new salons on board, to get kids in salons, basically.
Jamie didn't find this job. It found him.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
It was his calling.
Yeah.
I've had a disciplinary at work once before.
In the bank?
Right.
Yeah, when I was
But
there,
it wasn't a bank, was it? You were like, weren't you in a big investment company?
I was at Barclays. I was investment banking for.
But you weren't at the counter on the high street, were you?
No.
You're in the city.
Yeah.
So how do you get?
No. But the disciplinary I had was when I was on the counter.
Oh, okay.
So my summer job was in the bank on the counter, and some bloke. What?
There's certain things that will register as middle class that you didn't even hear yourself say it, and I understand it, but I also understand why it's funny. Jamie fucking hell, summer job in Barclays, yeah. I took a year out being the fucking queen. You know what I mean? Go on, sorry.
I'm from the streets as well, mate.
Oh yeah,
What street?
The mean streets of East London. I've had it.
no, that's where you've purchased property now.
Yeah,
Go on, sorry. Go
I'm
on.
the gentrifier. That's
It
what I know.
was, sorry. It was a...
And basically, some guy had come round to the bank for over the 2-week period and stole loads of money from Andrew Lloyd Webber's account.
As you do.
classic summer job chat.
Right. So, because I knew the bloke, because
Andrew
he was a
Lloyd
regular
Webber?
What?
basically, he used to come in the 6 months previous, he'd come in like fairly frequently and withdraw
Yeah.
money.
On them mean streets.
Yeah, from his account or whatever it was.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
No, some bloke.
Right.
And so when it came to him withdrawing money from this account, what would happen? A form of ID in the bank was, does anyone know this person? You'd be like, yeah, I know this person. So I was one of the people that said, yeah, I know this person.
When he was trying to claim from
And
Andrew
he stole
Lloyd
about
Webber's...
25 grand from one of Andrew Lloyd Webber's accounts. And then my boss at the time, who fucking hated me, because her daughter applied to the private school that I went to and didn't get in. Not my fault, she's a dumb cunt. She then...
Mean streets.
Me and Andrew Lloyd Webber.
keep talking that ghetto talk, bruv.
And then, yeah, I had disciplinary because apparently I was helping a guy steal money from Andrew Lloyd Webber's account.
Yeah, because what happened there was when he was like, "I'm Andrew Lloyd Webber," and they're like, "Can we just get a bit of ID?" Well, Ishan knows me, and Ishan's like,
Yeah. And
"I do."
The thing is, the guy who was stealing, he was a black guy.
Well, that was a layer we didn't need.
If you know, you know.
Racial profiling one of his.
Drink.
I got sacked from the bookies for fraud, and amongst other things. So
Bingo.
when I was when I was in the bookies and I was gambling a lot, I used to bet on my own till, but I just used to thought whatever I'm down at the end of the day, I'll just put in. Do you know what I mean? But one day I was down like hundreds of pounds, so like I can't afford to pay my debt. Do you know what I mean? Just everything's a loser, so I just change those losing slips to winning ones. Do a bit of jiggery poker just to balance the till.
Jiggery pokery. Fraud.
Just to balance the till. So we got this disciplinary because I got my mate a job and got him involved in it. So I brought him down as well. But we got
Is this the bookies in Openshaw?
that's where I did my training. So this bookies was in Clayton. It was like a sideways move. So we had this disciplinary, and I thought it was just going to be like one time if a manager came in and there was like a fucking panel of like 4 senior managers, and they had like dossier on there and stuff like that. So they was going through the CCTV. I was going there all self-righteous, like, how dare you accuse me of that? But they've seen me do it. And then they've shown us videos of me and my mate in the shop. So we're drinking in the shop. There's one of them where I'm on the phone and there's this fit bird from another shop. I'm only like 19, 20 at this point before, it's misogynistic or whatever.
But whatever.
And she was on the phone to me.
And
I stuck my finger through the zip and pretended to wank to her on the phone. And then...
Yeah, they had it on CCTV.
that on camera. So, but they play it and they're very serious. Like, can you just can you just explain what?
Oh no, they did.
God, honestly.
Did they keep a straight face?
Yeah, straight face, and it's 4-on-1.
And how do you
So
describe
I'm just melting inside, and they've shown us like drinking in the shop.
No, but how do you describe it? Do you remember?
No, I just sort of went, it's just a bit, I was just being silly, like putting my finger through my jeans.
Jiggity pokery.
Pretend it's me Willie.
Pretending it's me,
And
Willie.
but we used to show at 9:30. So on a Friday, we used to get like a bottle of vodka and like a Grammy because we used to just get on it in the shop. But because it was a dead quiet shop, so
Hang on. What's what are you betting on a Friday night at like
virtual
8:30?
racing,
Early
Oh,
morning.
virtual.
virtual
racing.
dogs and that.
Aintree.
No, they're betting on just computer generated.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Oh, but so why is the shop up until 9:30?
Roulette machines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can't turn them off until
Should someone do a
9:30.
shot because he's making me feel sad. 9:30 Saturday. Don't go till 10. That's immoral.
No, you can't turn the machine off till 9:30 because everything's timed. So, but the shop was dead, so we could just get on it, have get some beacon and stuff. It was class.
Yeah.
And then we'd meet our mates on a night out. So they're showing all that, and there was another one where you get rolled up posters to go in the window,
Yeah.
and we laid them out in the shop
Lines
floor.
of coke.
No. We lined.
I know I'm such a drug addict because everything I'm like that sounds ridiculous in my head. I'm like, I'd love to try that.
We
Like a movie sailor.
You'd literally need the suction power of a Henry Hoover. Was that a good line? It only went 2/3 up.
Keep going.
We lined all these roll-up posters across the shop floor. And in our swivel chairs, we had like, jumping over it. And they went, what are you doing here? I was having our own Grand National and stuff like that. Just
Yeah, fun stuff.
arsing about.
Yeah.
But everything. And I had to explain it on like a formal way. And I just got it was ridiculous.
My
I
mum-
can't believe they sat there and
Yeah. So I was like, can you not
like
Oh.
you know what I mean?
Doc-
Like, who are you
dossier-
bollocking?
Another dossier I got sent in the post was, do you know, interesting, pensioner fanny's not as bad as you'd think. That's a...
What?
Right,
I just fall asleep for 10 minutes.
So
I think the reason we all went silent was because we were like, did he say what we think he just said?
No, because I was shocked as you.
so Jamie, in the Patreon record
Yeah.
that these lot saw on Wednesday,
Yeah.
we literally spent 20 minutes talking about how old would you go?
Right, well,
How old would you go?
Well, after seeing... Well,
Right.
If I just fell asleep for 10 minutes.
Right.
55. Yeah?
yeah.
So would you go to 60? I feel like David Dickinson. I can put another 20 down.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
How old are you?
30.
You won't go 65.
No, 60 was probably...
Right, okay.
But I've seen a mid-80s fanny, and it's not as collapsed as...
Oh.
What? Why? Where and why?
Is
So
there
wh-
not a shot for collapsed 80-year-old fat? No.
Not on the bingo.
Was that?
All the shops.
It's sad, but it's not on the bingo.
It's not sad. It's
No,
not
why is
collapsed.
it sad?
It's
They're
fair-
empowered
it's
as well.
It's empowering.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
There's loads
Yeah,
of
it is.
80-year-old women now watching this. The big patrons going, you still got it.
So
Right.
I worked for a dementia daycare centre,
Yeah.
writing people's life stories
Right.
before I started stand-up.
You're not real, then.
And I used to help out, I used to like play, just be a general
Sorry, finish the
entertainer.
sentence. Play what the triangle.
No, like play your cards right
Oh,
with
right,
them
okay.
and, get them cups of tea and all that kind of stuff. And you just general help out.
Yeah.
So this woman needed a piss, so I escorted her to the toilet. And what you do is you take her to the bog and, direct her to the toilet.
Right.
And it's like, a toilet door. And then you direct her in and you just wait by that toilet door.
Yeah.
So I'm stood behind and I just see this. I had a hole in my shoe. And, she fucking turned around. She dropped a cake. She was pissing in the porch, sort of, in between them both.
Yeah.
So I caught a glimpse of her
Was
fanny and that, but it weren't as.
Was it shaved?
No, it was. It was fair,
Yeah.
fair haired, and I looked at it and I thought I was mildly impressed.
Do you mean grey?
What?
When you say fair head, do you mean grey?
No, she was fair. She was like, like when gingers go old and it's like someone's left a pint of piss near a radiator and it's just sort of
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Mousy.
discoloured. Yeah. So it was like that, but it was pretty well kept, the flaps and everything. I thought it'd be a complete horror show, but it weren't. Anyway, I got a disciplinary from there.
No
so-
shit.
Why?
For what? For
No,
looking
not
at-
for that.
No, okay.
Not for that.
Because
Oh,
she
no.
was in. No, because she was into it, right? She was.
I had a
No, but
pissy sock.
to be fair, if you're working in care and you see, a glimpse of a stray biff, that's sort of part
I was
of the
really
course,
hoping
innit?
you'd rhyme that.
I walked in on my gran in the bath and she didn't have like a proper saggy ass that I'd thought. It didn't have lines in it. And I was just,
You saw her ass as well.
No, because she was getting out the bath.
This is Nan.
I just saw her
Oh, your
ass, but
nan.
you'd expect it to be all,
Yeah.
and it's just not.
wrinkly
It's
It's
just
well known your nan had a great arse, though. innit?
batter.
Openshaw, Clayton.
Why did you get disciplined in the old people's place?
So, I was late and stuff like that, but I got sent this dossier, and I was in a private Facebook group with this lad on there, and we just used to post, fucking banter stuff about people who work there. So, but it got caught by his wife, who also worked there and hated me and grassed me up. Like screenshotted me private jokes.
Did she not end up grassing her husband as well?
No, he got out of it. He fucking snaked me as well. It's like a witness statement from him. So, but there was a woman who worked there. There's all like tap people who work there. Do you know what I mean? nice-hearted people, so I felt really guilty about bullying her. But she had loads of dogs. And she came in after Christmas, I swear down, she showed me the weirdest photograph I've ever seen. She dressed up all the dogs as the nativity scene and brought it in as a picture and shown everyone. So I took a picture of this framed dog nativity and took the piss out of her online because she looks like a doll where you know what paedophile victims point at to show where they're touched.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like sort of that fake sort of thing.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I took the piss out of that and then just got sacked from there, yeah.
That's when you made an enemy of her.
Yeah, well, I resigned before I was sacked.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah.
I got the dossier.
Just before you got the final written warning about looking at 80-year-old biffs. You're like, do you know what? I don't need this. What were we just talking about? I don't know why. As we were driving it, we just had a Nando's before we got here. Like, just working in care. Like, you know, people email in going, what job would you do if you couldn't be like a comedian or whatnot? What?
Didn't you hear how you said B then?
Be if you couldn't be a comedian. There's certain jobs I can't do and I can't even consider doing. Working in care sounds like a fucking nightmare.
I looked after my nana when she was dying and was like to wipe her ass and that, so.
Yeah, but it's different when you.
Bingo.
But I'm so glad.
It's different when it's your relative.
Yeah. When someone else.
It's a bingo.
Everyone's going to be bladdered.
I know for that.
No, it's sad.
It's not sad. I'm like, doing a good deed for me.
Looking after you. Everyone, you cannot drink every time Jamie Hutchinson
Opens his mouth.
says something sad. You
just can't do
You're
it.
gonna lose a kidney doing a drink along, mate. There's some. How long did you work in
Hang on, she had a
care?
nice ass.
I weren't in care. I used to
You were
write,
just.
I've written
extra
life
hands,
stories
yeah,
for
yeah.
people with dementia. That was the main part of my job.
Yeah.
So they'd come in with photographs and that, scan them in, and I'd just go, oh, what did you do for work? And then I'd just articulate it as a autobiography, as a
Right.
keepsake for the family when they die.
Right.
But
Did it get quite repetitive?
Yeah.
no, they're
See,
not.
I thought you staring at an 80-year-old vagina. Nice. I thought you staring at an 80-year-old vagina was like, oh, if you've worked in care, it's understandable. I just write stories about their lives and get a flash of a biff occasionally.
You do general help out though.
Right.
You just chip in. Do you know what I mean? It's.
I wanted to tell you that you and my mum have a lot in common, actually, because my mum used to work at William Hill.
I thought you said she looked at fucking pension and me.
Yeah, that too. And she got promoted to manager, but then she got sacked because she kept discouraging everyone from betting.
Oh, it's proper cynical, like, well, you know, trying to. Oh, he's does his bollocks on the machines. I'm like, yeah, give him a £5 free one. Get him back on it.
Oh, really? If you show tendencies of being addicted.
Oh, they're horrible.
I think it's so disingenuous, all these betting companies doing adverts going, guys, what's the one?
Gamble
where-
responsibly.
there's
Ray
like,
Winterston.
yeah, it's
Don't be a
all of
mug.
a sudden they've grown a conscience, haven't they? Set limits. Don't even bet. Read a book. Why don't you go for a walk with your children?
It's when
Like,
Jeff Stelling did it. That I got
fuck
quite pissed.
off.
You could be right though. Have a go.
Yeah.
You never know.
But, you know,
You're not
what
stupid.
if?
I've never.
What if you put an acca on and pay off all your debts?
You're not stupid. I do that though.
Most people need to put set limits and like when the fun stops, stop.
Yeah.
But obviously you're clever. Like I find it cynical, not cynical, but I don't.
Sinister.
Yeah, they've basically been told as an industry if they don't make it nicer and friendlier and more supportive, that they're going to be banned from TV advertising.
Yeah.
So now it's like, hey, you can bet on sport or don't because it's fine if you don't.
And there's different marketing strategies along that. Some just got put the minimum in at the end. Please become responsible. Where others, like Paddy Power, are like, no, we're taking the time to tell you. And they're like, oh, they care. I'll sign up with them instead. So it's all.
I'll lose my house to them.
Yeah. So they
All
act
the
like
same
mate.
shit, innit?
Yeah.
All the same.
Are you still bet, like when you see a bookies, do you still enjoy it? Do you like, is there a bit
I've never placed a bet. I've never ever done it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. I do it mostly online now.
Never.
Ever.
Not even like a friend.
not even Grand National? Man United?
Nope.
Not even guess the age of the minge.
Is that literally because of your religion or because?
No, it's
yeah,
'cause he's-
very religious.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean that, but I mean, is that what it's based in, or is it just like
Yeah,
not
no,
interest?
just never appealed to me really.
It's a financial advisor, though, isn't it?
Well, then again, I was an investment banker, which is basically betting, isn't it? To be fair, but I didn't do like
It's Tory
horses.
betting.
Yeah, I didn't do horses or whatever.
Right.
Horses,
Hoary.
hories.
Horries.
Yeah, I'd quite like to place one because I think it's something I'd enjoy.
You did see you coming. I'd like to place a bet,
Yeah.
please.
I bought one portion of drugs and I am high, and now I'd like to bookie a bet.
I looked over corner.
One slip of betting, please. 10-1. That sounds good.
That's lovely.
Can we do a bet in the break?
We can. Can you? We can, but I just want you to explain this to me. You know how they go like 10-1,
Yeah.
right? And then they go like 2-8 odds on or whatever.
No, they never go 2-8.
What?
That'd be 1 to 4.
Okay, 1
It's
to
the
4
lowest fraction.
fraction. Okay, so 10-1, 1 to 4.
Yeah.
What's the better bet?
Well, 1 to 4 means it's more likely to happen. So 1 to 4 is like
You have to put
City
£4
winning
on.
the league now.
Right.
You have to put £4 on to get £1 back.
Plus your £4, so £5.
Okay.
Whereas
So if
10
it's 10-1, if you put £1 on, you get £10 back.
£10.
5-1. I asked the
Plus your
taxi
pounds.
driver to pull over because I'm going to puke before I get home tonight. You know, like those are the middling odds.
Fine.
You can change it to 2 decimals, which is actually easier
1
read.
to 5 that you're probably going to sexually compliment Carl by the end of the podcast.
Probably.
That's fine.
Yeah, they-
and that bet can be paid out
Yeah,
whenever.
yeah.
So then, if I put I have to put a fiver down.
Yeah.
No, you don't
6
have
quid
to.
back.
That's just the ratio of money.
Okay.
So if you put 10, you'd win 2, etc.
Fine.
You love this shit, don't you?
I love it. I can't even describe it. It's I've got a lot of vices, booze, drugs, gambling, and that. Gambling's probably my favourite.
What's your favourite thing to bet on the horses?
Yeah.
Because there's
Golf.
Imagine if
That's what I
girls were involved in betting, how good your life would be.
Golf. I know. Golf.
He's literally one of the
Golf's
best
good
up and coming comedians in the country. What are you into? Fucking bookies, mate. Betting, booze.
Overall, are you up or down?
Oh,
down.
Money-wise.
Nobody who likes gambling is
I'm,
up.
I'm down. Down.
But the investments are going to come good, eh?
You mentioned girls with betting. I met a girl who was into horse racing and went on a first date with her and got cut off from the bar because I acted out my favourite horse race in front of her, in front of a quiet pub.
Someone asked for this on the question.
Yeah.
Have you told this on another podcast?
Yeah,
Because literally, I was like, we put out questions and
it was
suggestions
so embarrassing.
on Patreon, and someone was like, ask him to act out. And I was like, it's too specific.
Very specific.
Go
I
on.
went on a date with this girl, met online, and she was into horses. So that's like, it's rare for a girl to be into horses.
Not the kind of girls we were talking about earlier. Rob Camilla Parker Bowles.
Oh, yeah. But
Different
it is weird when I went on a date with a girl
That is
from
weird.
speed dating.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird. And she was into football. She was from Glasgow and she was living in Nottingham. It's when I was in Nottingham. And you think it's going to be great. You're like, cool.
And then she
I
had
like
a cock.
football. You like football. And then she's called Greg and she's fucking you in the arse. And you're like, oh, I didn't even know I like this.
I'm
And
not
then you're
into
engaged to them. No.
Football's broader though, isn't it?
But she was a Celtic fan, like her dad's a season ticket holder. She used to drive up from Nottingham to watch games, and you think, oh, this is going to be class. And then you chat about football in a really intense way, and at the end of it, you're like, that wasn't as fun as you think it's going to be.
Right,
Because
yeah, yeah.
it's just like it's like talking to a mate who all you've got is football.
Yeah, yeah.
And then inevitably doesn't care how,
Yeah, no,
I don't
but
care
she-
how much you care about football. You get to the end of it and you're like, sort of done
Yeah,
with
but
that
she's
now.
also got a vagina.
No, but genuinely, we had nothing else in common. So we talked football, we talked Celtic, we talked being a Celtic season ticket holder, and then it started drying up. It's not actually
But
as
with-
good as you think it's
But
going to
with
be.
mine, we had more in common. We had
Where did you
bounced
meet
off
her?
each other online.
Right.
And then, but the problem was we was on different piss scales.
Right.
Because she was driving and I went out when I was about 8 pints before I met her. And we turned up
Fucking hell.
so I took her Weatherspoons in, the good one in Trafford Centre. That nice one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we're chatting and
In the boat.
because they don't have music, do you?
Weatherspoons HQ.
They're quiet. The room's quiet and I'm not in charge of my volume. Do you know what I mean?
I
So
love that trunk.
and then I started talking about See the Stars from In the Ark in 2009. Check out on YouTube. It's an amazing race. But I got up and it's my favourite commentary. 'cause I'm into horse racing commentary as well, and I act out the race in front of her. But all the staff are seeing is me jumped up doing that to a girl's face, act out a jockey. And then one of the staff tapped me on the shoulder and said, you can stay, I can see you on a date and everything, but you can't have any more booze. I said, alright, sound, I'm finishing this pint anyway. No second date.
No second date?
My choice.
Are you good at doing horse commentary?
No.
I love it.
No, but I do it in my
I
head.
was just brushing past that story like, Jamie acted it out.
Who won the race?
A Horse God See the Stars, my favourite flat horse.
As you,
But
Did she know it?
look how he loves it.
Hang on,
What's the
she was into
2009
horse racing.
yeah.
Did she know the race?
Yeah.
What was she doing? I can't believe we were trying to move on from the story. What was she, when you went, I'm going to act
we were
out,
talking
what was
about-
she doing?
We were talking about our favourite horses. That's not so
Was
stupid.
she fit?
He can't remember. He was 8 pints
She
in.
was my level of fit.
Fit.
Drink. Everyone at home, drink.
I weren't upsetting the
Bingo.
ecosystem. I weren't upsetting the ecosystem.
Right. You weren't.
There was 2 mackerels. There was not.
Keep drinking.
Mate, everyone needs to take 2 fingers. She fucking did. Go on.
So, and I'm acting, and the thing with the race is, it makes more sense if you watch the race. It's like this genius horse. It won every race of the season, and this is its crowning glory's last race.
Yeah.
And it gets shuffled back
Where?
in France. The Arc de Triomphe, it's called. So the Arc de
Oh,
Triomphe.
it's a big one. I've heard of it. It must be a big
it's
one.
the best 3-year-olds and the best 4-year-olds. So it's a combined race,
Talk about horses.
and it gets
Best of nursery and reception.
It gets shuffled back, and the commentator went, and see this there's his track. He'll have to be a champion to win from there. And in 2 strides time, it switches out, and he goes, I think he is a champion. Bolts to the front. And he goes, perfection in equine form, a horse of a lifetime.
Powers clear, see the stars racing away. Perfection in equine form, a horse of a lifetime.
That sounds pretty good, to be fair.
That does. I want to watch that.
Is this like an
Watch it
equine
with break.
Jeddah? Oh, yes, mate. You get me going.
It's just, I love, there's some horse racing commentators are so articulate, and they prepare, a phrase for when.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But some of them are beautiful, and they really good, because it's not. It's like a mile and a half race or whatever. They have time to have a phrase ready.
Yeah,
it's not like a screamer where it's on the spot.
Yeah.
It's
Linguistically quite satisfying.
Who was the guy for the darts that was really good? He was from
Sid
Teesside.
Waddell.
Yeah,
Sid
he was
Waddell.
excellent, wasn't he? You
Yeah, it
can
was
tell
great.
some of them
Sid
were
Waddell,
prepared.
yeah.
Watching the NFL, when they do a prepared line, it makes you want to rip your own eyelids off.
Yeah.
It's so cringy. When that shit's done badly, it's really fucking cringy.
The best commentators are Arab football commentators
Yeah.
by some margin. Mercy, 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 Allah, Allah. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, go.
We did this a few episodes ago
Yeah.
on the pod, and Adam made it sound like a drunk Welsh girl. And
Ishan made it sound like a-
actually makes it sound
like
we're
a
like,
licensed video.
sound like a horny fucking cockerel.
What's the weirdest thing you've done for a woman on a date?
I did it for myself.
Bingo.
For yourself in front of
Yeah.
a woman.
And then she said, I don't want sex. I was like, I already don't want it. Don't worry. I'm out. What's the weirdest thing I've ever done? I mean, what?
I'm just remembering something after. Carry on.
Well, go on then.
Go on.
I literally can't think. I
So
put myself in so many cringy situations. They're like, why are you here, Dan? Why are you chasing this girl that you don't even fancy that much, but you've taken it against the challenge of your pride to be like, oh, I am going to try and crack on, and they're not interested.
in a previous life, I used to be a salsa dance choreographer. Right? I used to teach salsa.
I feel like I've lived
that
nothing
bell.
of a life when I talk to these 2 people.
So I used to teach salsa.
You want to bullshit about it, but it's not.
It's not
You just
bullshit.
know it's not.
That's true. Do some
I can
salsa.
salsa, yeah.
Do some salsa now.
Now.
Yeah.
No, he can't. Where's he doing salsa?
That wouldn't stop a true salsa.
Oh, Carl knows the industry.
Snake hips.
Yes.
No, just hit. No,
We
you're
can't
not on
see
camera. Just here.
This camera.
Anyone can do that.
I I can do that.
There's more, and I've got a woman in front of me, have I?
Jamie.
You look like a fat woman at the London Marathon.
I look like a nana living. Anyway, I used to teach salsa. I told this girl that. We were quite a few drinks in.
Is that still info?
And then she said, like you cunts did, show me. So I stood up, expecting that she'd get up. But she goes, no. Just you show me.
Where was you though? What venue?
We were in a pub in Liverpool Street in London. So I picked up a chair.
Oh, like Britney.
I picked up a chair. Put the back of the chair towards me, pretending it was the woman.
Put a wig on it.
Salsering around the room. And as I turned around, she was gone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She asked you to dance. She went, commit to it. And as soon as you close your eyes,
You're
did
grinding
little
on a
turn.
chair.
She was jacket,
Could I even-
handbag.
Do you know
door.
what made it really, really sad for me? Is to show her I could salsa. I did a really good turn of the chair
Yeah.
in my hand.
Did anyone else see it?
Of course I fucking
Have you
saw
seen?
it.
Have you seen that Kitson bit about? Kitson's got an amazing old bit about he was just watching these two pigeons on the. You're out of breath from the salsa.
No, I'm
He sounds like. It was hard then. It was hard now, boy.
out of breath with the laughing.
You saw these two pigeons. What you assume were like a female pigeon and a male pigeon, and it's basically the pigeon version of what you've just said. Like the male pigeon starts going. Brrr, brrr, and like the smaller pigeons being a little bit coy, so the other pigeon starts like really, when
Puffing
they
the
puff
chest,
up
yeah,
the
yeah.
chest and starts doing little figures of 8, and then goes for it so much, and when he's on the loop back round, the female pigeon flew off, but the male pigeon was like, brrr, brrr. And he saw the moment when the boy pigeon turned around and went, brrr, brrr, and then noticed that she'd gone and went. He actually witnessed the bit when he went, oh shit, she's gone. Fucking brutal.
Yeah, I just put the chair down, sat on it, finished my drink, left.
Oh my God.
Was that a first date?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
That's
turned down a
bold
blowjob when I was 13.
bingo.
Because I didn't have pubes.
To
I
give
thought-
or receive?
Turn
Good.
down.
Good, I didn't-
No time.
I didn't. No,
No, thank
that's-
you, Father. I'm all right. I'll
didn't-
just take communion.
I didn't have pubes, and I thought they were an integral part of it at 13. So there was this.
Well, they kind of are, aren't they?
there was
You
this,
need them to get one. Really.
Yeah, I
was-
think you might need pubes
I was
to
just
get a
embarrassed about
blowjob.
not having pubes. You know when you saw, it was so in my head that I didn't have pubes. I heard a
But
rumor.
you could get an erection. Had you?
I had an erection.
Had you-
I'd not come though, I don't think.
Right.
But I didn't have pubes, and that I was so obsessed with it in school. I had a rumor that if you had a bath in swimming trunks, you grew pubes. So I used to bath in shorts, so I didn't have trunks. 'Cause I thought it's like like
Jamie.
like the steam.
Jamie's always at the swimming
I
baths.
thought it was something to do with science, where like you wear
Chlorine.
yeah, oh no, just like
Oh,
steam,
no,
being,
okay.
steam being
From
trapped,
budgie
and it
smugglers,
creates
yeah.
air.
So you had a bath every night with your speedos on.
Yeah, no, not every night.
Most nights.
I mean,
We
I wanted pubes,
we
but-
adopted a family, so the bathroom was always busy. We adopted family when I was 11.
How
Next
big
door
was this
but one.
family?
Mum, 2 kids and a dog.
Was it a refugee family?
No, she was just getting battered off her husband, so my mum said, come stay in ours. Then my dad had a fight with him in the street.
Right, that's the end of the drinking when he says something sad.
Yeah, you are.
Because you're going to end up genuinely dead.
Yeah.
Jamie, before we do the adoptive family, for the love of fucking God, what about your pubeless BJ?
Yeah, so there was this girl who we called the freezer, because if you were still a fridge, you used to go and kiss her.
Nice.
So, fridge is if you've not kissed anyone, basically. A bit like Virgin, but for kissing. So what we used to do in the summer of 2004, we used to break into derelict houses and play spin like kissing games. So if you got the same colour Skittle, you had to kiss the girl.
Right.
I put my tongue down this gypsy's throat, and my brother wanted to pat me. That was a fucking nightmare. Anyway,
What colour was it?
Look at Finn's face.
Finn's bladdered, by the way.
Hey, John.
Finn is
He just said
bladdered.
he put his tongue down some gypsy's throat, and he looked at me like, "What?"
my brother wanted to pat me. So this girl,
Do you remember the
Freezer-
colour of the Skittle?
no, so her and her sister was there. So you just everyone's kissing everyone. It's fucking amazing. Right.
You're 13, right?
Yeah, but she's 15, 16. She's in year 11. I'm like
Pedo.
year 8.
Illegal.
Pedo.
And there was this mattress in the other room.
Oh, that's it. That's
That
a
we used
big drop down in weight class, isn't it?
Yeah.
This mattress we went in. So I'm lay there, and she came in for a cuddle and that, and she went, "Oh, do you want to like grab me tits and that?" So that's the first time I'd grabbed the tit. But my mate came in after and shagged her next to me. And I was just there, like stiff as a board, like putting my hand on the tit while they shagged right next to me. Anyway,
Sorry, wait.
What is going on
Okay,
here?
wait. Sorry. Right. She said, "Do you want to grab me tits?"
I'm in the room with the mattress.
Right.
I said, "Shall we have a cuddle here?"
Yeah.
And then she went, "Yeah, all right." So we just
You're
spoon-
snogging.
Yeah, kissing and.
And then she says,
She
"Grab
went,
my tit."
"Do you want to grab me tits?" I went,
Where
"Yeah."
was this again?
Garden. In a derelict house.
That's not
In a
important.
derelict house.
Yeah, we used to break in a derelict house
Right.
and play like, you know.
And this derelict house belonged to the woman who was getting battered that they adopted.
No.
Oh, right, okay.
No, different derelict
Okay,
house. Derelict house, we just broke
So
in
you
and
grab this woman's tit,
girls' tit, yeah.
right?
Woman.
This girl's tit,
Yeah.
and then your mate comes in.
My mate comes in,
And
he was
starts-
seeing the girl, but
and
we're all kissing each other.
But
so
did he
it's-
see that you were grabbing her tit?
Yeah. And he went, "Oh, you having a cuddle?" And then he was shagging her while I was just
While you-
like, I was grabbing a tit.
So you had you were the worst entrant in a threesome in history.
Yeah.
Have you had a threesome? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've grabbed one tit
Literally like
while
that.
they banged.
Literally like that.
See, that reminds me of the time I went to Southend-on-Sea and the tide was out, and I was walking along the seafront, and there was this like old, like abandoned little boat, and there was a bloke there with a girl and presumably his best mate. And the reason I knew that was the situation is because the girl was giving the guy a blowjob, and he was looking on his best mate's phone at something at the same time.
I need to
Might
get
be
out
like
more. I think.
football or something. So he was getting noshed off by
That's
his
to
girl.
distract him.
Yeah, and then while watching,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Like
the
you
dream
do with a
scenario.
kid. Here, watch YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm busy.
yeah. But
Right.
is that good best mating? And look, was Jamie a good best mate there when he was like,
I was just too nervous to do anything. I was frozen.
"I'll keep a hold of your tit while you're getting rammed up the backside"?
Because a couple of weeks earlier, I was only in year 8, and this lad, he went, "Have you got pubes yet?" I went, yeah, I got pubes. And he went, "You got pubes like this?" and showed me his pubes. I was like, you know, and
loads.
panics a little bit.
Do you remember the position that your mate was?
Sideways.
Okay, so you okay? I'm with you now.
And then a couple of days later, she went, "Oh, I'll suck your dick
He's
if you want."
spooning her.
I get it. I can see it.
Yeah.
His mate is spooning her.
Yeah, and he's
I'm
And
sat
he's
on
at
the
the
other
front
side.
grabbing the tit.
Yeah.
Just one arm like that.
It's not the Da Vinci Code, guys. Hang on, Jamie, you lost me. Get some diagrams. Right, in an abandoned house.
Yeah, and then a couple of days later, she went, "I'll suck your dick if you want." I went, "Oh, no."
What, by way of an apology?
No, just like, she was just a bit of a goer.
Do you reckon?
And your mate didn't mind.
Goody.
No, it was really...
Polyamory.
Oh, yeah, it was
Cool,
like
man.
San Francisco in the late 60s.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, Gorton in 2004.
One day,
It was the summer of
the sex capital of Europe.
gonorrhea.
what was mad, one day in the mattress room, a few of us are in there, and some of the others had set fire downstairs, and we all had to get out because it fucking caught. So I had to run through a burning building and that. Set fire while we were upstairs.
Were you all naked?
Fucking mad.
I
Nah.
ran out. Okay.
I went to Air Scouts, me.
Lads, your life is mad, you know. Mad, though.
That was a fucking
Lad, I
mad
must
one.
have the most sheltered life ever.
Yeah.
I've never been in a fire. though.
They started blowing bins up and stuff, so I stopped hanging around with them.
Who was your first kiss?
Legally?
Oh,
For you or them.
What in Miles?
My first kissed.
easy. We'll do priest jokes, but not theirs.
My first kiss was in my first year of university, outside.
Drink.
What?
There's nothing wrong with that.
First year of university.
Yeah,
You're 18.
yeah. Is that late? okay.
Well, I was
Sorry.
sick. I was 15.
Sorry, white people. Fucking hell.
I was 15.
Does seem a little. I'm not like I don't. You know.
All right, okay. It
No,
was
no,
really,
wait.
listen, I had a difficult adolescence because Alex Hayward was in, he was in, you know the Sun, Deirdre fucking things. He was one of the male models who did like a whole like photo shoot of him shagging his aunt on this thing.
What?
Right? Yeah, like, you know
A
those...
photo shoot of shagging his arm.
shagging his aunt.
Oh, his aunt.
And-
where they have like a...
Yeah, a little
little-
picture. Yeah. So then, because of that, he grew in a lot of confidence, and he kept like.
Who
every
was
time he
that?
came-
Who? Jesus.
Whoa, dear.
Who was that? Who's Alex Halewood?
A guy I went to school with.
All right, okay.
And basically, he had a really
Hang
big
on,
dick.
hang on. You got to explain. He was a male model
No, he was just a kid in my year
that was in.
that somehow got, and he looked older than he was, and he had a massive dick.
Right.
Like he had the biggest dick in the year. He ended up doing this Dear Deirdre thing in the Sun, and then he got called for
We don't say that word on here, by the way.
sorry, some dirty rag. And then he got called to do auditions for Television X Search for a Porn Star that year.
Right.
But he didn't get through because he came too quickly when the two women came and started playing around with his penis.
No way.
How old are you here?
I'm 16.
I lived the most sheltered
So-
life ever.
He would, after this photo shoot, he kept showing his dick to everyone. And then basically, everyone in my year had sex by the time they were 15. Everyone. Even the guy that did double physics at Oxford. He'd had sex by the age of 15.
And Alex Haywood had been in like
Everyone.
soft porn.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Peed in everyone.
And I'd kissed no one, and no one would kiss me.
Oh, so you got too far behind.
So then, fell too far behind. And then at the sixth form leavers ball, I went up to the hottest girl in my year,
Oh.
who ended up becoming president of the Oxford Union. Fucking hell.
Hot.
Unnecessary little add on there.
No. I'll tell you why, because I was pitching way too high. That's what I'm saying. I was pitching way...
But we had you at hottest girl in the. It wasn't like I was like, Ishan, you're good enough. I was like, yeah, I've got you.
And I went up to her at the sixth form leavers ball and asked her if she wanted to do the flamingo. But I meant flamenco.
Demoed with a chair.
Got season tickets to the Flamengo. Go on.
Hopped on one leg. I love
And then, because she said no, for some reason it knocked my self-confidence quite a bit. And then I got to uni, and at the end of the final term...
It wasn't even Freshers Week. It was exams. Oh my God. Did you snog the moderator? Who has their first kiss in first year in the last week? Well, nearly everyone's gone home already, but we've still got one of the exams.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
21.
Hang on, please. We're skipping ahead. Go on.
Yeah, and she was on my course. Apparently, she'd had a crush on me the whole year. I didn't really fancy her.
The hottest girl.
No.
Oh, sorry.
At uni, she was like in the top 4.
Nice.
And she was like, she had a crush on me the whole year, but she was too shy to admit it. And now that we'd finished the first year, we weren't going to do 2 of the modules together. She was a bit sad about it.
You had a little smooch
Yeah, outside the men's toilets.
at uni. Did you go to Oxford? Yeah.
No,
No. Where did you go? London.
I went to a London uni. Yeah,
Which one? LSE.
Queen Mary.
Queen Mary. All right. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it is nice. It's a nice first kiss story.
I lost my virginity at 21 because she raped me.
Okay, we're gonna go for a break.
graduation day.
Kanye West album.
True story.
And so we've come to the end. She raped you?
Yeah.
The same girl?
No, different girl.
Thank fuck. Because that first one seemed nice.
Yeah, she was nice.
She didn't give off a rapey vibe.
So she...
Ishan, are you sure you want to tell us or do you need a counsellor?
No, it's fine. So she was the daughter of one of my mum's friends, and she was visiting.
Sexy.
So it was an arranged kiss.
Like that.
Kind of. She was visiting.
An arranged rape. Sorry, go on.
So she was visiting from Bangladesh because she was going to do a master's in the UK. So my mum said, come and stay at ours, right? And at the time, I was in the bank. I'd lost a bit of weight. I was earning a bit of money. Things were going quite well for me.
Giving away Andrew Lloyd Webber's cash, yeah.
All that shit. So she was with us for about a month and a half. So 3 weeks in, I'm going to a party. My mum says, why don't you take her to the party with you? I was like, yeah, all right, I'll do that, no problem. I didn't really fancy her. Went to the party, had a nice time. I go to my bedroom. She goes to her bedroom. We have many bedrooms.
Did you have a mattress room?
Fucking Bangladeshi Tory. Go on.
So, I'm asleep. I wake up in my room to her giving me a blowjob.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So I'm like, oh, objectively, this is quite hard. And I never thought this would happen for me. And when she knew I'd woken up,
Classic rape victim talk. Go on.
yeah, when she knew I'd woken up, she climbs on top of me. She puts her finger on my lips like this. She goes, I'm going to fuck you now. So I'm like, this is hot. This is really
Yeah.
hot.
Go on.
She fucks me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to come.
Yeah.
She goes, come inside me. That's what I want. So I came.
Cool. Keep going.
And then she says, you're mine now.
Nice.
And then goes downstairs. And then we fucked non-stop for about 2 weeks.
Right.
But then, about 3 months later, I kind of realised I didn't really want it.
You didn't actually consent.
Not really. It was there.
Right. What I'm going to say to you here is, if you ever do go for rape counselling, you might want to change the tone of the story initially, because it doesn't paint you as a victim. When she's like, and then she got on top, and I was like, objectively, this is hot.
Yeah.
She was like, shh, I'm going to fuck you now. And you're like, wicked.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going
But
to get a
this
load of
is it.
sympathy.
It's the wiring, isn't it? When you're a bloke, you're like, that's hot.
That was Adam's first time as well. Exact same.
Same thing.
Yeah, just in a nightclub.
It's way less articulate. More heebie-jeebies like, it's fucking hot.
Yeah. And then 2 months later, she was like, can we get married because I need a visa?
What a bitch. She was sucking the visa out your cock.
Sucking the visa out your cock.
Fucking bitch.
Sign your fucking papers with my jizz kid.
I had a similar ilk where
Oh, of course you fucking did.
Tennis.
He's just done a rape story. Are you trying to top it?
no, it's
Go on,
not.
I'm
No,
joking.
it's in a
By the
similar
way,
ilk.
You literally can't be like, I was raped. a girl fucked you.
For weeks.
It's not the same.
No, but for a visa as well.
No, you get your fucking hand off me. Stolen rape valet.
I was asleep.
No, just no.
Hang on, you woke up and shagged her for 2 weeks.
Yeah, because
was a
I was
prolonged-
brainwashed into thinking it was the right
bollocks.
thing to do.
Bollocks.
Oh my God, Isha. I think I might be. I can't remember saying yes. I remember
didn't
nodding. I remember nodding, but that's not
Listen,
consent.
just because I'm erect doesn't mean I want it.
I remember that
I'm
campaign.
erect
Do you remember that
doesn't mean
campaign?
I don't object.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I remember
could.
that famous campaign. That
No,
they
but
were
I didn't
like
know I
everyone-
could object.
Right.
I was 21.
Yeah. You were old. You mean you were old enough to be a member of parliament?
And
I was
managing
only-
finances.
I was only 25. I only had a large property portfolio.
Jamie, go on.
Jamie.
With yours.
Yeah, so this lad who's a bit of a weirdo who we hung around with, for.
I worry about where Jamie's stories are going to go if this is how it's going to go. If it's going to be like anecdote tennis, by the end we're like, and then my gran fucked a dog.
Well, funny enough, no.
She had a great eye.
Yeah, really good though.
So you used to say at the start, I was fucking head. He ended up on Jeremy Kyle in prison and all that. He's a bit of a fucking wrong.
Oh, right. Okay.
But a few days before, we was in his mum's bedroom and found dildos and sex stuff.
Ooh.
So they had this. Do you remember them aliens that came in eggs?
Yep.
So that texture, but in a real small. I don't know what it was really. It was like a dildo,
bullet
but-
type thing.
like
Rubbery.
a bullet, yeah, but that texture.
Rubbery.
Okay.
So we're throwing at each other, trying to catch it in our mouths, right? And she hears us messing about, so she comes in, and my mate throws it on the ceiling. It sticks to the ceiling, and she's directly underneath it. And it's starting to peel off, and she slams the door, and it falls off. It's like close call and everything. So we've seen all this tech stuff. Anyway, but I was staying at his house. And when I stayed at his house, we used to do top and tail, but he used to wank while I was in the bed. And
4 minutes.
yeah, and he used to shag the mattress in front of me once as well.
What the?
Yeah,
Oh
fucking mad.
my God.
Yeah,
Guys, I
mad.
know you've not seen each other for a long time, but you've been living similar existences.
Yeah, he had like an old mattress. Why did you say?
I've never
Finn's
heard
black.
Finn like this. Finn, I've never heard you laugh like that.
Why did you?
No,
Did you?
because on the
Did you used to?
Patreon,
Did someone?
used to
Have you
shag
seen
the
someone shag a
mattress.
mattress? Oh, you did it.
I used to shag the
Oh, I
mattress.
used to watch him do it.
Wait, just pause the story. You know when you like your mates kipping over. We never did top and tail. Because genuinely, as long as like Bondi or Sean, I was like, get that fucking side. We were so pissed we just slept.
Yeah.
But it was so much worse.
Top and tail.
Feet. Like
Yeah.
my teenage mates, fucking rancid feet after a night out.
Yeah.
I would rather just be like, you know when you're like, oh, fuck off.
No, if there was 4 or 5 of us, we'd sleep in the living room. One time we was all sleeping in the living room, incidentally. I'll get back to the story where I woke up. So there was one time where we were all in the living room, like 5 of us, and, you know, we're just 30 and we're just, you know, doing what lads do, just fucking talking too loud, hijinks. But his stepdad was a fucking dickhead. He went in prison as well. And he came down.
Have you noticed that Jamie and Ishan do little asides just to reaffirm, like, and Ishan's like, and she became the head of the Oxbridge Society.
So he came
Jamie's
down.
like, yeah, and he did fucking 10.
we're being too loud. So he stands us all up and we're all in our boxes. He stood us all up, 5 of us. And he walked in, he was in his tight underpants, like Walter White, classic white Y fronts.
Yeah, he's probably trying to grow up.
And he walked up and down us and berated each one of us in the face.
He did what?
Berated each one of us in the face.
Yeah.
Like Platoon, you know, just going one by one. Do your mum think, you know, I'm working the...
What is your major malfunction, Hutchinson?
And the thing, it's the weirdest bulge I've ever seen in my life. I know you spoke about my bulge in the past, but his was proper, like, squared, like, spam sort of... You know, you get spam out of a tin. Like,
he's got cuboid dick.
If you lined 10 bulges, even this is 17 years later, and I had to look through a letterbox at each bulge and identify him.
You could spot his dick bulge in a lineup.
1,000,000%. 1,000%. It's like lunch and meat.
So he was bollocking you one by one?
Yeah. So that was him. But a few weeks before, I was staying in his this lad's house. And I was on the top and tail and that. And he had like a shitty little pool table, you know, in his room. Yeah. And I woke up to go for a piss and this pool table's nearly fell on me. And he's fastened me to the pool table with his mum's love cuffs and like wanked in front of me.
Is that the end of the story?
Yeah.
Right.
But no, waking up to that though. Like Isham woke up to a blowjob.
So your mate... Right. He's been raped more than you've been raped.
Yeah. What?
What?
No.
What?
Wow. Why? You bad. He was not loving it. You were loving it.
No, but I thought I had to love it.
Ishan, yours sounds objectively great. His sounds so bad.
I think.
What did you say when you were like, "All right, that's enough"?
I think there was.
Did he carry on doing it for 2 weeks afterwards?
I think. Gonna come down and get that.
Did he try to marry you for a visa?
The two was mutually exclusive. It happened to be having a wank. I think he tied me up as a joke.
Right.
I was asleep, and then I had caught up to have a piss, and he was already mid-stroke. So I don't think he was.
Oh, doing it to you?
Not doing it to me.
Mate,
no.
you can't.
I can't imagine
we've
ever
all been
wanking.
teenage lads staying over and everything, but to like in the same bed is fucking rude, man. That's rude.
That's mad.
When
Did he finish?
Probably, yeah. But I've not. I've never seen him come, but you just used to do it under the quilt, and you know, while I was there. I was setting up.
See, I don't masturbate in front of Laura.
No, you shouldn't masturbate in front of anybody, unless it's like a part of the sex.
All right. Sometimes yeah. We were on holiday once in Italy, and I was really overconfident that, like, sort of semi-seeing this girl. I was like, I'm gonna go. I just feel a bit horny. I'm just gonna go upstairs and crack one out. And she was like, really?
Oh yeah, can I watch?
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, can I watch? And that was the
Well,
that was the only time.
mutual,
But I started doing it, and she was like, should we have sex? And I think it was because the visual wasn't as good as she thought it was.
It's not.
I think she did.
The first time he had the mattress in front of me, I was staying there for the weekend, and I'd brought all my board games round. I was setting up Mousetrap, and he was just.
No, come on.
I was setting up Mousetrap on the floor, and like heard him. I went, "What are you doing?" And he was just shagging the mattress, and I think I've misjudged the tone this week.
It is a very it's a private thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, "How'd you get this? I can't balance the cage."
Have you masturbated in front of someone? Ishan.
Oh, here we go.
Right, because Adam has said on this podcast quite openly that he's cracked one out with his missus in the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not arsed. and she's like fucking reading, and he's like,
Yeah, I just think
I find that.
I find that
I've
very
done that
odd.
before, but under the covers and stuff.
But
While they're
so
getting ready.
she doesn't know, because I find the knowing, like he's throwing himself out. I find that very like I can't believe I wank a lot, and I can't believe it like I find it weird. There should be nothing wrong with it going, oh, he's just having a wank, but like that
No, I just
to
think
me
it's
is
weird.
like nah.
It's such a personal thing.
Right, the girls were at the time was
No,
more.
no, what have we got? Got Ishan.
A few years ago.
This
This
one,
is tennis.
this one has been quietly bubbling. What?
Sambo.
Do you want a sad story?
Yeah.
It's not.
What
It's
do you
not
want?
sad.
Mama like
Not
that.
sad. A few
Mama
years
like
ago,
that.
I was dating a girl. She was a vegetarian.
Hang on.
One day we got into this like joke argument about how much she loves vegetables more than sex. Right? So she went to work, and I thought what would be really funny is if I lay in the bed naked with some vegetables on my person.
Whoa, I've lived a fucking boring life, mate. You know.
I did it.
Why is one of his stories middle class?
Right.
Oh, the amount of
vegetables
the
were
amount of times I've bought courgettes for my tits.
All organic.
So
Have you got any aubergine?
what I ended up with, right, is I thought it would be really funny because I wanted to make it a bit funny as well, right?
Yeah.
So I got some grapes on my nipples. And I got a courgette on the middle. And this was the bit that really, because we're talking about wanking in front of people, I got a butternut squash
Oh, like a flashlight.
Big boy.
Right. to put it next to my cock.
Big boy.
To put it next to my cock. But it was a massive butternut squash.
I bet.
So I was like, I can't
Compete.
So I thought,
The butternut squash.
so then I thought, why don't I have a wank to get it as big as I can before she comes home?
I have to chop it in the door for some extra swelling.
And the long and short of it is, because I'm quite a round bloke, so a lot of the veg weren't sitting on me.
Yeah.
They kept rolling off. So I had to eat each of the grape, half of each of the grape to make it a flat grape.
I thought that at first, to be fair. Make a flat grape.
Chopping grapes to put on your tits.
And then when because she was later than expected,
Right.
so I was wanking for ages.
Right.
And by the time she came home,
You're like edging next to a butternut squash.
yeah, basically. So as soon as she walked in, I was like, I'm gonna come. So then I just wanked over some butternut squash.
What is this episode?
What did she say?
She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a bit. I'm doing a bit. I'm a prop comic now. How long
Why
after
did I
that?
have the courgette in the middle of my body? It just rolled off. She came back to me with me coming over some butternut squash and half a grape.
Please,
Oh my
please, someone. Could you Photoshop a version of that? I need to see that. I need a visual for that. Right. Break. We need a little. Are you all right, Finn?
Yeah, no.
We need a little break. Sensational.
Get your fucking shot down your neck.
Shot, everyone. Shot, everyone. Shot. Hey, salute. At home, salute. Key 103.
Hey.
Do you remember Stu Allen? Oh, you're too young. Stu Allen. Whoa!
I used to text jokes into Key 103 before I did stand up.
Let the song play, Knobhead. Text jokes into Key 103. I've got one for you.
Love this man.
Hey! Oh, welcome back to section 2
This is the hot
of the lockdown lock-in that isn't a lockdown.
5.0.
It's a lockdown somewhere. Palestine.
Wales, yeah.
Oh, should you even be here, you fucking rat?
Finn's got the mic, you know what that means? Do a
Yeah.
shot at home.
Oh,
Not for Finn.
Finn's got the mic, everyone.
Oh, no,
All my
he's
gigs
not.
have been cancelled. It's shit.
All my gigs have been cancelled.
You have to do a PCR when you go
And I
back.
got Christmas
Do I have
number
to?
119.
Not legally.
And I
probably
only
will.
made £212 for charity. Here we are. You fucking nailed it, Finn. Comedy podcast. I'm on your side.
Oh, mate, you smashed that.
I love you. Love your work.
I love you too.
All day, every day.
But this is Lockdown Lock-In 5.0, isn't it? We've
I
done
mean, when
5.0.
Adam was trying to rebrand it post-pandemic.
Post, what?
Post-pandemic.
I said it wrong. Post-pandemic. I'm not having that.
No.
The Quad P.
We're still in the pandemic.
No. The PPPU.
Stop it.
Right. I'm not doing it. It's not even a lockdown, but in Australia it is, isn't it?
We're still locked down. We're still
Where is it a lockdown? Wales, Australia, Palestine, Tibet.
Tibet.
Tibet. How do you know
Guessing
this?
it. Yeah. Hey, don't get him going.
What's wrong with Tibet?
You've changed your top. Isha.
Yeah, I have changed my top, everyone.
What happened?
The more astute fans of Have a Word will notice that. I mean, Ishan claimed to have sneezed, but it was.
It was a sneeze and a cough at the same time.
Every orifice was
Everybody,
leaking.
I was laughing a lot.
God.
So a lot of like
Orifice.
phlegm, Nando's.
Somewhere
a lot
your
of-
enemy puked all over it.
Yeah.
Ishan, that was. I was like,
quite dramatic.
I literally, you went, oh, I've sneezed, and then I was like,
ball
oh,
of
that's
wow.
a big sneeze. I got a baby. I know what sneezes look like,
Yeah,
and
the
I know what
the
puddles of puke
antibacterial
look.
wipes made an
That
appearance.
was amazing.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't be sorry, lad. It's a lock-in.
Have to
What
fucking
happens?
apologise.
I was very sick on my face.
No, basically the
Babe,
thing is,
hey, you're my Bengali pub.
yeah, I know, but this is why, because I feel like if I'm dirty, it represents all Asians, and I don't want that burden.
Listen,
you
I say-
shut up.
I say this with quite a lot of confidence. Have a beer and don't worry, you do not represent all Asians.
We don't
Now,
think
who wants
all,
another shot?
we don't think all Asians are rolling around with butternut squashes and half
Half a grape on each dip.
You stereotype.
And then she
fucking
became the
cliche.
head of the student union at Oxford University.
We're all raped on our first time.
So sorry about that. I look all right.
I'll do a slow-mo.
I think my
replay.
arms look quite hench.
Just saying, I think I might have to play my own drinking game where I have another shot before I can't wait for the next start of the section, so I might just throw one in. Shall we do some cues?
That was very bad sentence construction.
It was terrible sentence.
Syntactically awful.
Just like an Asian. Classic Asian. This is from Texas Jelly Bean.
Yeah,
Yep.
Can we give some love to
What a
her?
woman. What a woman.
absolute goat.
Yeah. What a woman.
She's the lady goat, and she'd love that.
Shout out.
What is a lady goat? What is the
Texas Jelly
you.
Bean. Hey y'all.
you.
She says hey y'all because she's from America.
Hey y'all?
Either that or we're being catfished by a woman in fucking Wigan. Hey y'all. Since Adam is in New
No,
York
read it
right
in a
now.
Texan accent.
Hey y'all, since Adam is in New York right now. Hell no. I can't do this. And we know Dan's dream trip is America. No, I
That's good.
can't do
That's good. That's better.
it. No, she's getting real offended right now.
No, she's not.
There go I by the
No,
grace
she
of
ain't
God.
getting offended.
Oh, she's getting real offended. Hoo-wee! Oh, Texas Jelly Bean, Houston, Texas. She ain't happy right now. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Since Adam is in New York
Oh, New York.
right now, and we know Dan's dream trip to America is football.
Football.
He wants to see some football, the American kind. Ain't no soccer games
Hand
over here.
egg.
Hell no.
Hey.
Fucking hand egg.
What would Isham? I don't know how the hell you say that.
Isham.
Isham and Jamie doing their ideal trip to America. That's not. That's my best effort.
was not- I liked it. Well
I'm trying
done.
to do South.
You done well.
Yeah.
So you think
I have
it's-
already completed.
No, it wasn't my best.
I have
So you
already
think it's
completed my
everyone
dream
over?
trip to
Oh,
America.
yeah.
It was in 2001.
Oh,
Double
because
bingo.
of the Twin Towers, Ishan.
Double bingo. We have a question mark.
What is one of them? Isham mentions
Islam.
9/11.
if Ishan mentions 9/11,
It was about your race.
you have to drink 2 tall drinks.
That's not my heritage. I'm not Taliban. That's not a heritage.
So,
Finish your drink at home.
what would Ishan and Jamie do on their ideal trip to America? Ishan, we'll start with you.
I want to go to a cookout.
If you're allowed in, after that last comment,
Yeah. I want to go to a cookout.
a cookout.
Yeah. Like a proper like black cookout, like good
yeah.
meats and all that kind of stuff, mac and cheese, all that stuff. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
You're
like
looking
a
at me like-
cookout. I
What?
don't know. You said black and then meat, and I
And
lost
Vin
it.
Diesel's at the barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that
I know
stuff.
what he means.
I want to do that. I would like to try my
That sounds deep south.
deep.
That sounds
deep
south. That sounds Texan. That really does
Yeah.
sound Texan,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I want to try and see what I can do on a rodeo, one of those rodeo ball things.
Oh, you are going south.
A
You know-
radio bull.
Rodeo.
Oh right, rodeo bull.
Rodeo.
A radio bull.
I'll try me under a rodeo.
What's a radio bull, Jamie?
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Fucking RC control bull. Never seen it. Car, boat, aeroplane. Never seen a radio controlled bull.
No, I've never listened to Dakar FM.
Oh, that's not a radio station.
They don't have FM actually.
Medium wave.
I want to try that. Rodeo.
Can I just say, we've got one of our absolute ledge, Harry Robinson, in Oklahoma at the minute. And he says that everything is deep fried and the diet is essentially 85% brisket. And the rodeo thing really does reek Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma might be a great shout. Plus, you can go.
It was my
see-
first musical that I performed in.
Bollocks.
Jamie.
Press the button.
No, it's not.
Come
What is
on.
it?
I played Ali Hakim, the Persian philandering peddler.
How old are you?
Oh, God, another racism. Oh, Oklahoma. Can I
When
play
the
the
wind
lead?
comes sweeping down the plain.
No, Ishan. We've got just the part for you.
Like,
You were the Ahmed Jalali of Amdram.
yeah, basically, my opening line on my first ever musical was
Oh, no.
Ali Hakim.
Did you have to audition?
No,
Turned up and looked like that.
He's the only one in for the role.
Mr. Oliver looked at me and went, Ali Hakim.
He weren't even in the drama group. He was just like walking
I
down the
was, just
street.
in, I was just in chemistry having a lovely time with a Bunsen burner, and then he fucking.
One of the Asian kids. You'll do. Right. Okay. So you're you're tied. I think Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So you want to do how do you think? I don't know. How do you think you go down at a rodeo? I'm sure it's very inclusive now, but we've all seen Borat, and
Yeah.
Well, they'd think I was, the prostitute in Borat,
yeah,
the big black girl.
yeah.
They'd think I was her. I'll just wear some shorts.
So you're going to a blind rodeo in Oklahoma. I know they haven't got passports and they're not cultured, but I'm pretty sure they know you're not a black prostitute.
But they would think I was.
I'm
I'm like, hey, honey,
Oh my God, that's good.
how you doing?
oh, here.
was a-
I'm telling you what, these black prostitutes ain't making the effort like what they used to.
Hey, cowboy.
Just suck a jockey off, wouldn't you?
What's your name, girl?
My name's Shanice.
The hell it is. Oh, Shanice, look at that thick bearded meat.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, I
You
love
like that?
a
Sneeze
large
again.
Asian looking man, black woman. That's what I'm
That's
all
what
about.
I is. That's
Oh,
what
I know that,
is.
Shanice.
Can you stain your hoodie with some mucus?
I want to see you sneeze from your dick, Shanice. From your Bengali dick. Oklahoma, when the wind goes.
Sweeping down the plain.
Oh, shit. Woo!
What was your dream trip, please?
I don't mind. Jamie's like, in an empty warehouse, right? where
Jamie's
3
answer-
sex workers have been murdered, but in America.
Jamie's answer is
I'm
so
in a-
obvious.
I'm in a decent position, so I'm a bit like Prince George, where I'm in my Mars box room, and my dad's in his Mars box room. So we've got this hereditary failure going on,
Yeah.
and we're both it's not said, but we're both waiting for our mums to die so we can get the house and that. So when my mum dies, my gran dies, my dad dies, I'll have 2 houses.
Oh,
And
Just
then-
playing the long
you'll be
game.
really Asian then.
and
Property owner.
Is he Asian?
that's what I'm waiting for.
Bingo.
And then
Fuck off.
You all right, Finn?
Are you all right?
Please don't puke in my garden office.
Give Finn the mic. It's another bingo.
Can we
Bingo.
just give the mic to Finn?
I'm not going to, but I have been noticing that Carl's not drinking enough.
Right, but I don't like.
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry
think you
about
might
it.
be drinking Carl's quota. I think Carl's doing fine.
But that's what we want, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I also want the cameras to be working and someone notice if they're not.
Isn't Finn driving you home?
What?
Isn't Finn driving tonight?
No. I think you know this.
But this is what the lockdown locking is for, isn't
Why don't
it?
you tell me what my own lockdown lock-ins are? You shouldn't even be out of Wales. Give him the mic. Get back to your own.
Jamie, surely yours is
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Vegas?
Yeah, exactly.
Got to be Vegas.
So I'd wait. So I've got but I need both houses for collateral.
Right.
That's
What
I'm
about your
getting-
legs?
I'm
No,
getting
Jamie.
You know, the
Jamie,
last,
don't inherit all your houses and then go to Vegas.
I'm absolutely doing that.
A 3-bedroom semi and open shore on black.
No, but no, I'll play poker,
Oh yeah, foolproof.
and I'm alright at that.
I went on a family holiday to America, went to San Francisco, and then my mum, dad, and brother went to Las Vegas without me.
Did they tell you?
Huh?
Did they tell you?
No, I had to go back to London because I'd work. And the next day, my mum calls me from the Hard Rock Hotel. And she's like, I'm just going downstairs to...
Suck dick?
Yeah.
My mum went Prestatyn every Christmas and left me at home.
It's the same story. Innit? It's the same story.
Well, we
but
both left,
from your
though.
very different backgrounds.
I was left.
My
at home.
family were in San Francisco, and they shows Ern over to fucking Las Vegas. Prestatyn without me. Right? Were you raped?
Right. No, right. I want the listeners, by definition...
You can't shag them for 2 weeks
I was
afterwards.
raped. No, because I was groomed.
How old was she? Older
You were
than
21.
How old was she?
Yeah, she was 26.
Okay. It's getting
I was
worse.
groomed.
You must have had some good pipe, though.
The reason, okay, the reason, yeah, that's true. But the reason it's called grooming when we do it is because we take a bit of effort. We're just,
Who's we?
make you feel nice.
Who's we?
Asians.
We.
Oh,
Who's we?
Asians.
Whoa. No, that's not allowed. That.
Ooh.
men.
Ooh.
Men,
I avoid sorry.
No, not all men.
but not all Asians.
Quite a few Asians.
So he's thrown his whole culture under the bus while claiming rape victim status.
No, man.
I'm from London.
What's that mean?
I'm not Asian.
Oh, piss off.
My God.
Bingo.
Maybe it's because I'm sick of you doing all these London jokes.
What's the tube like?
Asian.
It's quite Asian.
It's like a penis. Does it want to go in the tunnel?
It's been a while, lad.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I'll absolutely. Do you know I needed an excuse to drink? Me absolutely twatting a Kobe off the backboard.
Superb, Jamie.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Fucking Ja Rule,
Do you know what? Can we get Kobe back as a bit of a? I feel like we've forgotten Kobe. You know.
I swear down. I say it in the office with office banter that. Guys,
Which office do you work in now? What do you do now?
hairdresser
The
academy.
hairdresser.
Oh, the hairdressing academy. That's it.
But if something, falls flat,
It's been a while, but we move through jokes, don't we? There's joke like from
Yeah. Jokes have a certain shelf life, Dan.
from before's the current one probably, and what we had like.
I know, but I
You
sort
can't keep
of
doing
like.
the same joke for years, Dan.
I don't know, that
moved
felt
through
good.
phases.
But
But that was
you've got to admit, Kobe being whipped out there, and
But in that moment,
I was the victim of the Kobe.
in that moment,
In a way, I didn't want the joke to be done.
oh my god,
But am I the rape victim of the Kobe
oh
joke?
my
is this your truth?
God.
This is your truth.
But
And
I'll
it was an
probably laugh
Asian
about it
Kobe.
for the next 2 or 3
I did
minutes.
a gig with Dan on Saturday at the Frog, and
he said,
I end on a callback because I'm professional on that. And I ended on a callback and I went, from before. For his benefit, he didn't even watch me. So
No, he did. No. He did watch you because Dan has a little story about the
Dan,
frog.
what's the story? Krakenori?
You told us about the frog with Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie was fucking brilliant. And it's the first person since Adam Rowe was in the middle 3.5 years ago. It's the first person who's been on the middle. Like, the Frog is my old stomping ground, but it's also now Jamie's new stomping ground. And this isn't.
pissed on it.
I absolutely do not want to make this sound like it's me going, "Brr," but it was literally like watching someone level up. I saw it, I heard it. It was on the monitor. Jamie Hutchinson roofed it to the point where I had to work my socks off to match it. And the last person who gave me one of them gigs at the Frog was Adam Rowe 3.5 years ago. And I came off that time 3.5 years ago and went to Colin, who's mental about who he likes and who he doesn't like, and went, get Adam Rowe out of the middle section, get over your bullshit. Colin was like, I just don't think he's got the material, which is absolute fucking horseshit. And about 6 months later, Adam closed the Frog for the first time. You could be closing the Frog now.
Absolutely.
And that's
years ago you were blathering.
Hey.
mate, and I couldn't be happier
So much.
to
Thank
have
you
to
so much,
work
mate.
my nuts off to barely match what you did. It was, you fucking hoofed it, and it was great to see. It's not just like I've known you since you started. I remember your very first gigs. You came on the Hack Radio pod with me. I've loved you for a long time. I remember being out in Edinburgh 4 years ago, and you and me talking, and you've been always so sort of like complimentary to me, and to see your career level up, not just with what's happened with Have a Word.
There's a lot of thanks to this, though.
No,
'Cause I'm
but
starting to
that
get
doesn't-
people
Yeah,
wanting
but it's
to-
Yeah, but
you,
Jamie,
innit?
Jamie,
Yeah, but the stand-up isn't the have.
we had Jimmy Carr on a week and a half before you, and everyone went, "Oh, that was good." Some people didn't like it. You came on, and we had 1 million person viewed clip.
Yeah.
Like it's you that's doing it.
It was you,
But
not
to
us,
see
it was
one of my mates, one of our boys, level up, I've never been prouder to have to work my nuts off to barely match what someone did. It was great, mate.
Oh, thanks a
It
lot.
was great.
How do you feel about the Kobe thing now?
I was doing that.
And I tell you that,
I was doing that while he was pedaling.
that was one of the
Thank you
best
so
laid
much,
Kobe's we've had
Jamie,
in fucking
what
ages.
Thank
was
you
it
so
like?
much. I appreciate that.
What was it like having a million viewed clip on the internet? What's it like?
It sound.
Maybe what? Did you not
It's
get
not. It doesn't mean as much as an applause breaking comedy club.
a million views on Twitter is so difficult
It doesn't
to do.
feel better than roofing it though.
Right.
It was good.
But
And
I've-
it's give me a platform now, which is
Oh, you know what you've done,
it's
Jamie?
give me a
You've-
platform. But
you-
that's but in terms of feeling wise,
Right, okay.
In terms of how you
getting
felt.
a
Nah, yeah, he's right.
roofing a gig.
Something that happens on the
It's
internet
not.
is a very a detached feeling.
No, I
It's
get
a-
it.
It's
It's
a
a great
slow
thing
build.
to say, and it was
Like
class.
a
and that.
million on Twitter is I got a million.
I was
for
more
Christmas,
happy with the comments and reaction and
Yeah,
people.
But those comments and
Saying
reactions
sound
are
and that.
symptomatic of the bigger thing of you have now gone from being an up and coming act who's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
paid 20s. You've now I reckon you've put yourself on a fast track to podcasting and touring.
Oh yeah,
So it might not
set
happen this
myself
year, it
up.
might happen next year, or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's amazing.
I've got to go Edinburgh this year. I've got to.
You need to be on the internet, lad.
Also, don't go to Edinburgh at all.
You need to be on the internet. You
I
need
want to do it just to say I've done it though, like a bucket list thing.
Oh yeah, for your sake, for yourself. But generally speaking, career-wise, Edinburgh's dead.
The internet is where you're going to reign, lad.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Or just,
I don't mean that. I don't mean I'm
or
taking
just
away from
don't do
stand-up.
Edinburgh, Jamie. Just don't do Edinburgh.
Don't do it.
You just literally leveled the Frog on a Saturday night
Don't need
where
to do
they're
it.
like, who? I could feel it in the room. They were like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Right? And then,
Freddie Quinn.
what you're, yeah. From before. And then you're coming on here and people from our podcast are like, when you fake COVID, there was people like, where's Jamie? We've just come to see Jamie. Mate, that's
I've
the
had
build.
people come to oh, when are you next? Oh, well, I'm on in Accrington doing 15 minutes.
Oh, when you get farthered in by this community, you are.
Oh,
part
I
of
don't
it.
see what Edinburgh does. Though.
I can't believe.
Also, I will say this: having
How
done
they
Edinburgh,
are.
4 times now, Edinburgh is not where your audience are.
Oh no.
You'll just be wasting a whole
They're in
month
Accrington.
Money.
of energy and money and time and
Do the
mental health.
Accrington Comedy Festival. Be the biggest act. Start it. Oh, it'd be so good to do a comedy festival in the middle of nowhere.
No, we've
Runcorn.
got plans, haven't we?
The Doncaster
Oh, you got all these rooms here near the Heath Business Park.
Shh. We've got plans. Just
I'd say this about the Heath. Should we do another question?
Yeah, let's go. That was quite emotional. That. Thank you very much for your kind words. but
Yeah, because hey,
I didn't say anything because I don't know. I wasn't there.
good comic. Yeah, but good comics doing good things is fucking beautiful, mate. It's great, and it's great to see. Cheers, everyone.
Salute.
Cheers. Oi, I couldn't be happier
We can be
to not just
emotional
be.
as well.
I love gigging with you
Not
guys.
everything's a
But
10 out of 10
podcasting with
laugh.
you, sharing the
appreciating
success that me and Adam have had with mates of ours who are talented is one of the best things ever.
Up the fucking lids.
Even if they nearly forgot my halloumi at Nando's.
I got emotional, didn't I? Well, not emotional, but I was pissing on coke and text everyone saying, "Oh, thanks for having me on. You can have any acts in the country on, and you chose me to be on." And that night, I had a girl. I took a girl back to a hotel. Couldn't
Which
get
hotel?
it up, and then threw up in a
Oh
bathroom.
no! Is this the one? Is this the one in the Britannia?
Yeah.
Which
And I-
hotel
I know
was
how
it?
you've got to
Britannia.
listen to this story.
Yeah. So, do you remember that? Do you remember that night when I was saying, "Oh, thanks so much for having me on" and all that, and
In December, early
yeah,
December.
Jemba,
Yeah.
and you as well.
Yeah.
And Ro, just so because I was just wired and on it, and just it's when the night got to 1 million, I think.
Right.
I was just like texting everyone, and I took a. Sorry, Ro.
No, leave him there. Just leave him lay down. I think it's fitting. I think it's fitting. It's in New York. Lie him down.
Fly him down.
Oh, sorry, lad. So this girl sort of was singing back to the Britannia because I can't take her back to mine because the box room and that. And I couldn't get it up, and
I agree.
but I blacked out on the night and woke up going down on her.
Oh,
So just-
nice.
Woke up with a fanny in my face
Sexy.
and looked and went, "Oh, it's name redacted." Carried on, but couldn't get it up. Anyway, we're working the same.
Did you generally regain consciousness
I swear to
with a
God.
vagina right
I
in your
swear
face?
to God, I black out all the time. But I've blacked out before where I'm in a nightclub, have a sip of a drink, and there's someone shoving a key up my nose in my kitchen.
Right.
Oh,
I
it's
just
so
I
dangerous,
just
that shit.
switch off, completely go. But I came round to consciousness with a fanny in my face.
Not the worst thing.
Not the worst thing, but I didn't know who it was.
It's happened to
And-
Ishan, of course.
Seeing who it was.
Yeah.
That happened to you as well.
Yeah, you said
Ishan.
before the lady was
Ishan.
riding his cock.
Listen.
No, but that was me
No, hang on.
there going
We just need to. He's not been raped.
Oh.
You know, if he blacks out and wakes up with a fanny in his mouth, he's like, "Oh no, I'm a victim."
No, but he didn't want the fanny in his face. Did he?
did.
No.
Yeah.
Eventually, you might.
Right.
After
At the
2
time.
weeks.
Oh,
No, but she's not got me head there.
she's not got your headlock.
Yeah.
She's got me in a
Well, she-
triangle.
She did for a bit.
Called Triangle.
It's a good UFC move, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Well done.
Cotton Nose UFC.
Habib.
And she works with me, so it was like a Wednesday night. This, I was too far gone, couldn't get it up or anything. So we just like snuggled and all that. So she goes work in the morning because we only work around the corner, and I went, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick." Ran to the bathroom, was sick, and like it's like a slippy floor. Didn't make the toilet. Was sick, slipped in my own sick. And as she left, she just see me on my back, writhing in my own sick. And I went, "Tell him I'll be in the afternoon." So I had an half day.
Tell him I've got COVID.
Fucking horrific.
I've got COVID.
I've got COVID.
And she just, but the last image was me in my own sick. And she just went, just stared at me. And then went off to work. And I went work 3 hours later. And then we just talk of the town, aren't we? Just talk of the office.
Does that sound all right with his mic?
I was on it.
It's fine, yeah, it's good.
All
It's good,
right,
it's good.
cool,
It's good.
cool. We got another question. Should we do a would you rather?
Let's go, lads.
Fucking love a would you rather. Would you rather? This is from Lewis Kenny.
Hi, Lewis.
Shout out
Lou
Lewis.
Kenny.
Big Lou.
Louis
Big
Kenny.
Lou. Okay. Kendall.
Louis Kenny.
Would you rather take 10 years off your life or become the best at a hobby of your desire?
I've done both. My hobby is eating, and I've taken 10 years of my life with diabetes. That's funny.
That is funny. Lewis, that question is retarded. Would you rather take 10 years off your life
Yeah.
or become the best at a hobby
I
of
think
your
what he
desire?
means is I'm going to go in Lewis's head. I think he means is,
Would you
you take 10 years off your life to be the best at your hobby?
at your thing, at your hobby?
I think that's what he means.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would you take 10 years off your life to
be
become
the best at your hobby.
Yeah, okay. That or
I think
that
the or's
or.
misplaced.
Yeah, should we just cut that out?
The Bradley or.
We'll probably just cut that out.
do I
We'll
have to
cut
do
that
the
out.
joke again?
Hey, we got a
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
You got a question?
Do I have to do the joke again?
Yeah, do it again because it landed
one
and
heard
I
it.
loved it.
Do it again.
I didn't laugh outward.
Do it
That- I'm
again.
used to that.
Do it again.
Got a question. We got a would you rather?
Who from?
A guy called Lewis Kenny.
Lewis Kenny.
Lewis Kenny. LK. He rapes dogs.
Yes. LK47.
Okay.
LK47. Bummed a dog.
Bitch.
He says, "Hi guys.
Hello.
Love the pod.
Hi, Lewis.
Love being a patron. It's the best money I spend."
Oh, what a laugh.
I didn't need to read that because it was just
It was
written
just
down.
there,
I just
yeah.
knew.
Thank you.
Would you rather take 10 years off your life
Fucking idiot.
to become the best at a hobby of your desire?
Or. Because you said, would you rather?
Would you rather?
Or get bummed by a rhinoceros?
Sean would, because he's got diabetes. Sean's got diabetes.
Hang on. Is it because you've got diabetes? Is it because you got raped?
He'd rather be good at golf because he's got diabetes.
Hang on.
We'll just cut that. Hang on. We'll just
I'll
cut
cut
that
it
out.
out.
We'll just
I'll
cut
cut
that
it
out.
out.
Right,
Take
guys,
three.
so we're professional.
Wait.
Got a question.
Who's
Who from?
Lewis
He got raped by a dog.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's quite serious. He emailed
Was he
in
asleep and was the dog giving him a blowjob?
and then he raped him for 3 months.
Sean's
they
got
were
diabetes.
Yeah, no, he got raped by a diabetic dog.
Tell him you got diabetes. That's when you come in.
Not yet.
Oh,
Go on. Would you rather?
Would you
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
I'll edit.
Would you take 10 years off your life to become the best at a hobby of your desire? Oh, great question. Tell you what, great question.
What a great age.
I tell you what, Lewis. Oh, big LK 47. Dun, 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 dun. Hey,
So, would you take 10 years off to become the best at your hobby?
nah. Next question.
Hang on, wait. Can we find out what everyone's hobby is, Dan? It can't be
Right.
wanking.
So I think I'm gonna die. Can I tell you something quite seriously?
Don't die.
You know Sean Locke dying at 57?
Put the-
It's made you feel your own mortality, hasn't it?
I haven't quite mentally recovered from Sean Locke dying at 57. I just have this awful feeling that a combination of snorting pills in the early noughties, cocaine abuse till September this last year, and still drinking energy drinks like as we speak, is probably not going to give me a 95-year-old lifespan.
Liam
Like Right,
Do you want a 95-year-old lifespan though? Why?
well, my granddad is 97 in September, and he's so old his eyelids have stopped working.
all right. So does that sound
He's
like something-
outlived his eyelids, and it's so depressing that every time
How-
I ring
do
in the
you- is he
morning,
alive?
I want him to be
He's
dead.
alive, yeah.
I want him to be dead in the most I love him way.
Right.
Because what comes next in my 96-year-old granddad's life is him falling over like an angry upturned turtle and then being put in a home, being annoyed with all of us, being an arsehole because he's a bit rude. But then again, that's his right. If you're 96, you can be rude.
Yeah.
And that is genuinely not what I want. I would like, having seen old people exist to a certain age, 80, 85, as long as you're not like snorting pills up until that point, as long as you're not drinking yourself into your 60s and 70s, I think if you can land it at 80, you've had a cracking run at it.
and
Right.
80-year-old minge is not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
Oh, from before.
Yeah. I don't want to die in 50 years' time, though.
Right. So, but the problem is, I don't think I'm going to get 80. If I had to guess now, I'd say 70.
That's good.
It's
Right.
good to
So
go
say
out
70. Say I take 70. Would I take it to 60 to be good at my
What's your hobby?
hobby?
Model
What's your
trains.
hobby? Model what?
Model trains.
Good at it.
I am
How would you
good
be the
at this.
best at...
Best paedophile, innit?
Yeah, you'd have like the best
Paedophile.
train route. You'd have everything that's signalled properly.
Would you be able to make your living off it?
Yeah.
I suppose you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
With a good Instagram following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Francis.
Like Francis Bourgeois, yeah.
So for
Bourgeois.
me,
No.
what's
Is it
my
bourgeois?
hobby? Watching NFL, masturbating.
Well, your hobby is comedy.
I'm sort of doing my hobby.
Your hobby is comedy, isn't it? Because you were doing.
All
it
right, so then
If I had a job, I'm telling you right now, Finn, if I had a full-time job, I would be doing some form of stand-up podcasting
Yeah.
as a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is,
Yeah.
I keep saying it, I'm sort of living the dream.
Finn's
here.
getting the mic. Bingo.
But that's not your hobby because you've made it your job.
maybe your
Right.
job, yeah.
So that's the problem with people.
No. So what? So the
People have
question now,
hobbies because they don't like their job.
yeah. So the
It's not a
question
job.
now is: would
Yeah.
you take dying at 60 to have the best stand-up special ever?
Do a job you love. You never work a day in your life.
If people were like Dan Nightingale stand-up special is up there with fucking Raw.
Do you know 20 years sounds a lot, but next month I've been doing stand-up for 20 years,
Don't die in 20 years.
and that feels like
Please.
it's whipped by.
Don't
There's
die.
extra jeopardy because you got kids, I think.
Don't die. We're building something here. 20 years is not long enough.
If I'm still doing this in 20 years,
No,
it'll be a
no.
fuck it. It's time to have a word with Adam and Dan.
Me and Jamie
We're not
back on
necessarily
the-
doing
Adam's lost a
this.
foot to diabetes.
But we're doing-
Ishan's lost 2.
I mean, in 20 years.
replaced them with grapes.
Jamie's probably dead. We've just got a picture on the wall. Do you remember his stories? I mean, the writing was on the wall.
No, but in 20
killed
years,
himself.
Have a Word should be a pretty big business,
Right.
shouldn't it, really?
I'll be honest, if it's for a hobby, I don't do something that I love enough to take 10 years off. What's your hobby?
Jigsaws.
And you got,
Jigsaw.
you lost your
I
virginity,
love a jigsaw
lost
puzzle.
your virginity at 21.
It's the gayest thing over there.
I love a jigsaw puzzle.
Is there anything gayer than jigsaws?
No.
Have you been to
Not
a gay
even
club?
bumming men.
Sucking dick is less gay than doing a horse
what's
jigsaw.
Jigsaws are sick.
Said the gay man.
They're amazing.
That's what Oscar Wilde said when he came out.
Wait.
I love it.
Why
Nothing to declare, but my genius on this 1,000 pieces.
Why are all you
looks like a horse.
I'm not having that. Why are all you clowns taking the piss out? Jigsaws are amazing. It's like mentally rewarding. You got to put together. You know what a jigsaw is. You got
How many pieces? 8.
1,000.
If I had a vagina, it would have dried up.
It's a hobby, mate. I don't do it in front of people.
You don't.
I do my
you
hobby in
have-
front of people.
Hang on. Do you have a jigsaw on the go right now?
Yeah.
What is
Of
it?
what?
Sunday cricket.
Where is it?
Yeah, you
Is
are
it
the
in your
biggest
spare room?
cliche ever.
Yeah.
Right. In London,
How often do
in a
you...
room that you could rent out for £1,400 a month,
Yeah.
you have an unfinished jigsaw.
Yeah.
You massive haemophiliac. And you want to be the best. I think you might be the best in the world already. Don't take 10 years off
No,
your life.
'cause
No one gives a fuck about
How would you be
jigsaws.
good at jigsaws?
Huh?
How would you
Finish
be
them
good?
dead quick.
Yeah, finish them dead
Started
quick.
at 9 a.m., 1,000 pieces,
Try and
finish at 12.
Try and finish them as quickly as possible.
Yeah, but what's the tactic?
Corners first.
Yeah, corners first,
Yeah.
and then solid colours.
The sky.
Yeah, solid colours next,
Keep
and then
talking.
lines where you can,
Mama like that.
and then
You're a
lines.
recovering drug addict.
I
Keep
know
talking.
you are. And then
Hang on, you're a
Mama
gamer
like
though, aren't you? I
that.
thought you liked gaming.
I love gaming.
So is that not over
Yeah.
jigsaw?
That's another hobby, but jigsaw is the one that kind of takes me away from the screen.
right,
It just like,
Release.
relaxes me away from. I'm not having that. Jigsaws is fucking sick, right? I'm not having it from any of you.
Yeah,
lot.
no, well, everyone will be on your side.
Yes,
Have a
they
word
are.
pod.
Yeah, they are. I love a jigsaw. You'd love a have a word jigsaw.
If someone wants to make us it, I won't make it. I'll
Yeah,
look at
we'll
it.
wait till Adam finishes it.
Right. Get this fucking hammer. It's fucking going in, lad.
He'd be like, "Whoa, wow, this is sick." What, in cellophane? Leave that. What's your...
We know what you
It's...
Poker is mine.
That's not a hobby.
Yeah.
It is. I
No,
play
it's
in
not.
the casino. Casually.
Why is that not a hobby?
Cashless.
Hang on.
No.
Hang on. Why is poker not a hobby?
Play poker tournaments in the casino.
Yeah, because you can have a career as a poker. You can't have
Yeah.
a career as a jigsaw maker.
Yeah, but
No.
don't pick
hang
gay
on.
hobbies in.
Hang on. He's...
Like cottaging and jigsaws.
Knitting.
And rolling around in cottages.
That's not a hobby. Poker can be a job. A hobby should be something you can't turn into a job.
Well, Dad's is comedy, which he has.
I don't play
I
professionally.
think- and I know what you mean, but I
I
think
like going to the casino and playing poker.
But that's not a hobby. That's a problem.
Jamie, honestly, if you're honest now, Jamie, how long do you think you're going to live? What would you give yourself on a life expectancy?
I'd be devastated if I reached 60.
Right. So would you take 50 to spend the next 20 years as the world's best poker player?
Of course.
He's a multi-millionaire,
Of course.
isn't he?
This is why that doesn't count.
I'd take 50 living as I am now. I don't want that. I don't want it.
Everyone at home, drink.
This has gone on long enough.
Bingo.
Yeah, you live like that.
2041.
Objection, Your Honour.
Megan.
Objection.
Oh, shut up.
Excellent question, Lewis.
Objection, Your Honour.
That's a great. Do you know my favourite thing about that
Kenny.
question by Lewis Kenny was
Okay.
that he asked it, and we just landed it first time.
Yeah. It was epic.
Elizabeth Matthews says,
Hello,
Oh,
Elizabeth.
Libby,
I
Lizzie,
think, yeah.
Lizzo.
Oh, Elizabeth. No.
I'm not saying I'm not getting enough attention from
Sister
my
of
wife, but
Shannon.
I'm just going on profile pictures on Patreon. I think Elizabeth is an attractive lady.
Sister of
Wag
Shannon
wag
Matthews.
lids.
Bring
Oh,
my
shut-
daughter, my baby home.
Wag wag lids. Would you rather live in a world with no caffeine or a world with no meat? So, going forward, it's one or the other. You either disappear caffeine from existence or you can't eat meat ever again. What are you saying?
I'd rather live in a world with no meat.
No meat?
Yeah.
You go in vegetarian,
Yeah.
caffeine out your eyeballs.
vegan is I need to go anyway. I've got high cholesterol probably. And so no meat is probably a good thing for me.
Right. Is meat full of cholesterol?
Red meat is, yeah.
Right. What about that white meat?
Yeah, that white meat, like white people, is a bit bland, nothing in it.
Yeah. You know which white meat I eat? The deep fried type that KFC put in wraps and Zinger Tower burgers. So probably,
Chicken.
that's high in, chicken.
Chicken, the bone.
I don't eat chicken. No, actually chicken tikka from an Indian restaurant is good.
Don't look at me when you say that.
Why? What's wrong
Jamie,
with chicken tikka?
tikka from an Indian restaurant. is good. Like his lot, mate. Jamie,
You know.
meat.
Oh.
You love meat, though,
You
don't
love
you?
me, don't you?
Not jigsaw meat.
Because I'm fat.
No, meat's good, isn't it? Meat's good. It is.
I said I want to go to a cookout.
The
So I love meat.
corn chicken nuggets are decent.
Yeah, they are.
So are Linda McCartney sausages.
They are good.
But if they can... caffeine, I have to have a coffee in the morning.
Yeah, same.
I need to level out.
Bitch.
How do you drink your
That's
coffee?
difficult.
How do you take your coffee?
Up the
What?
ass.
How do you take your coffee?
In a cup.
No, black. Black.
No.
What?
Isham, what do you expect? Everyone's drunk on have a word. And you're like, oh, God. Just answer the question properly. How'd you take it? In a cup, orally, in a mouth,
Up the ass.
fluid,
Pour it all over myself, roll around it till my bird comes up.
or leaves. Or
Coffee
leaves.
bath. Black or with milk?
Patron exclusive. Does Jamie have his coffee black or with milk?
Go on.
What is it?
With milk?
Whoa! Okay.
One sugar.
How many sugars?
One sugar.
One usually.
And
But I can have it with
Do
no.
you? What do you make it in? Do you have a cafetiere?
What?
Do you have a
He has
cafetiere?
an
Do you
Nescafe.
Are you
have
fucking joking me? We didn't all do our fucking work experience for fucking
Barclays?
JP Morgan. lad.
Do you have instant coffee?
On the counter.
Only bitches have coffee to wake up. Stop being a pussy. Get a shower and up your ass.
Carl, just because you don't do something, everyone else does.
I don't
doesn't
have
make-
coffee because I'm not a bitch.
Right.
I just open my eyes and I'm awake.
yeah.
Coffee
All
all the
right,
time.
cool.
All right.
Do you know
Well-
before when
well
you were like,
done,
oh, my
Carl.
life's so boring. I just wake up and open my eyes.
Have you ever, when you've needed
That's
to have
a
an
difficult
erection, have
one,
you
though.
ever not had an erection?
No.
You've always managed to go every time.
You never not got it up.
No.
Are you joking me?
I'm young.
Hang on,
I'm-
guys,
I'm the
guys,
same-
how have we
I'm
got
old-
from
I'm same
coffee
as
to...
you.
How have we got from
No,
coffee
because
to...
he's talking about how he's so much better than all the rest
But
of
no,
us
I didn't say I
fucking
was
humans.
better. I just said I don't want to rely on coffee to not be a bitch.
Do you drink any tea or coffee generally?
I drink tea socially.
Right, listen, mate.
I drink tea socially.
Ishan, what you got to learn about Carl is when he doesn't do something, he's very hard line about it. I've worked with him quite intensely for a year and a half. 98% of the people that listen to this have caffeine in some form. Called like, you fucking pussies.
I just don't want to rely on a drink to wake up.
But
if I'm on a
you don't
job.
even
What
have
a-
breakfast.
What
No,
are
I
social tea drinkers?
As in, if I go to someone's house and they go, "Do you want a tea?" I say, "Yeah."
Do you have hot drinks though?
I don't make myself hot
No,
drinks.
but do you have hot drinks?
Yeah.
Because there's people who are like, my personality is I actually don't have hot drinks. Fuck off.
I know I like them.
Yeah,
but
my brother's like
I
that.
don't make my own hot drinks.
Does
hot
your girlfriend
If it makes them.
does your girlfriend drink hot drinks?
She's the same as me. If we're in the house, we'll have like a cordial or a water or something. We won't
Fucking
have
A
great
cordial
chat
in the
our
morning.
house.
no, we'll have
Right,
water
so
in the
Jamie,
morning. What bitches?
no more me. All right. All right, no caffeine. Fucking hell. Like eating carcass of an animal, like, no caffeine here, you fanny.
Aminal.
I said it wrong.
What it's what it boils down to is what's more convincing, decaf or corn meat or fake meat, I suppose.
It would be better for you to bin the meat.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, at the moment,
Caffeine.
without caffeine in the morning, I don't
Your
like my children as
your
much.
drinks, aren't you? Energy drinks. I would never touch an energy drink.
Yeah, same.
No, neither would I.
Yeah.
I just think I've
Jamie
changed.
and I, the picture. Jamie and
I've
I,
changed.
the picture of health. Draw the line at energy. Just
Yeah, to be fair, I'd probably bin caffeine off and have like herbal tea or whatever. I need a warm drink.
yeah.
I like a warm drink or like soup
You
or
know, it's hot
something.
chocolate.
I like hot
So I'd probably bin caffeine and have meat.
I'd go vegetarian. I need that caffeine, but that's because I'm a bitch. Is that right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Thank you, Elizabeth Warren. What was it?
Oh, Elizabeth Matthews.
Matthews. Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth-
Yeah.
You got
the-
Shannon
One of the
up.
leading Democrats
Oh,
in
yeah, that was
America. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they made watches.
Chris Bush says, would you rather every time you get in a car you have to fight a chicken to the death, or once a year you have to fight a chimpanzee, but you have a sword?
Chicken to the death. All day, every day. It's easier to do
Right.
because you're not going to beat a chimpanzee even with a sword.
You are.
No, they're not. They're very flexible and they're very quick.
Why are you acting like the fucking voice of chimpanzees?
No.
If I've got a sword, the chimpanzee's fucking dead.
You're not beating a
What if
chimpanzee.
the chimpanzees had caffeine?
You are not.
Keeping.
There is no way.
Is it a kiwi?
Listen, none of us here.
I've had the kiwi.
Was made free.
That's how chimpanzees say coffee.
I made a blended coffee.
No, you would slay a
None of
chimpanzee
us-
with a sword.
I've
None of us could beat a swan, let alone a chimpanzee.
I would smoke
With a
a
sword?
swan in a second.
You wouldn't be able to.
Ishan,
You wouldn't be able to. The sword is going to be heavy. You're not going to be able to
Get me a
swing
sword.
it quick enough. You won't be able to swing a sword quick enough.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
if a swan comes at me and I've got a sharp,
You are not.
large sword, I will decapitate a swan
Yeah.
so fucking quick. I am not... I sound like Adam now.
No.
I would murk a fucking swan.
Bitch swan.
It's all about timing. Swan goes...
You haven't got the timing to beat
He
a swan.
has. He has.
You haven't.
Sharp sword.
No
We all
chance.
just stop shouting. We all stop shouting at Ishan. Like, right. But a chimpanzee, I see your nervousness.
Chimpanzees look more flexible and they're quicker.
My worry with the chimpanzee is that I'm so shit at fighting. Within 4 seconds, it would have the sword off me.
Yeah.
That would be a major concern.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm telling you right now, I'll kill a swan with a sword. What are you talking about? It's making me want to get a sword and a swan. Patreon special coming up
Right.
really soon.
We're going to go to Buckingham Palace.
We would
and a fucking
all
sword.
smoke a swan.
I don't know. I struggled beating a cardboard box with a knife before, so I'd take the.
That was really hard to watch.
I'll take the. What is it? Shagger chicken.
No, just kill a chicken.
What is it?
Just
No,
kill a
mate.
chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kill
No
the
one
chicken.
said with. Oh, Chris Bush didn't say fuck a chicken to death.
Yeah.
I'll kill the chicken.
Every time. Oh
He's
god,
still doing it anyway.
I basically had to like chase away chickens
Kill
to
it
get
then,
into the
Jake.
car in Bangladesh.
What?
When you go to Bangladesh, sometimes there's loads of chickens just walking around. They're hanging out by the doors of the car,
Yeah.
so you got to chase them away.
I can't tell you how much I'd love to see video of you chasing chickens away from your fucking Renault Megane. Megane.
Renault Megane.
Right. So,
So-
are the chimpanzees with swords? They sound hard though, don't they? Like,
If they've got swords, I'm fucked. But I've got a sword. The chimpanzee's head's coming off.
There is no way you're gonna. You are definitely not beheading a chimpanzee.
What's its first move?
Maybe a
more
swan.
intelligent
I
than
might concede if you got a dumb swan. If you've got a fucking learning...
A swan is not even in the combo.
What do you think a swan's going to do?
A chimp.
If you've got a learning
that's in
difficulty
the
swan,
combo.
you might beat the learning difficulty swan. But
Hang on.
chimpanzee...
Swan syndrome.
Hang on. Talk me through the difference between a swan and a retarded swan.
Wingspan.
Oh, they're smaller.
Yeah, it's a bit smaller because
Right.
they haven't got the cognitive functions to be able to.
And it
And
thinks
also,
it's an albatross.
Their necks aren't as strong.
Can I say this? And I mean this. You're a retarded swan.
They're not. A retarded swan does not have the same neck strength as a normal swan.
If I leant back and kicked the swan on the chin, its head would be so far from
What
its
with
body.
your left
Do you know
foot?
how
Yeah.
strong their necks are?
The Jorg Alberts of kicking
You would not be able
swans.
to. You can't snap a swan's neck that way. Their neck muscles are really strong. It's like giraffes.
Who the fuck are you? Swan.com? What the fuck?
Graham
I'm sick
Swan.
of hearing it. Stop being so pro Swan. Right.
Are you
Listen.
the queen? Are you the queen,
Is
though?
he the queen?
Paul reference.
Right. Right. Listen.
Chimps, I understand, because they're primates. So
No, it's
Like
a
the
major
fucking
problem.
gimps.
No, you'd beat a chimp.
So would you. Back yourself.
No.
None of you would.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
chimps are gimps.
I got when I
Chimpanzees
rarely
are
go
gone.
jogging. When I rarely go jogging round ours, there's a route where you go past the farm,
Right.
and there's a dog there that is clearly up for biting. Like you know when you're not even on the little road, you're nowhere near, and then you hear him start barking.
Yeah.
He's literally listening for you, and I'm like, is he gonna come out and like? Is this going to be one of them where he thinks I'm trying to like
What's gay?
charge the farm?
Yeah.
Is he going to come out and be like, guys, I've got something to tell you. He's like coming out to the
Wolf.
cows. No.
What do you mean, fetch? You fetch?
Actually, identify as a chicken. And then as I jog past that, I get a little bit of anxiety that I'm going to have to fight a dog.
You'd lose to a dog.
Right. So if you're jogging and then you hear like barking coming up behind you, you turn around.
And it's a chimpanzee.
In my head, I'm like, how is that going to play out? And then I think I'm going to try and punch him in the eye.
No, you're meant to put your finger up its ass, aren't you?
Right.
Dad's on a
I
jog just
think,
fingering
by
a
the
pit
way-
bull.
By the way, I think that's after they've bitten on. It's not as they're just like barking at you and you're trying to get round the back. And the farmer's
walking
like,
out.
are you trying to finger my dog?
What kind of dog is it? Do you know?
It sounds angry.
Alsatian, maybe.
No, I don't. I don't
reckon-
think Alsatians are farm dogs.
Do you reckon
usually,
you
are
can beat up a barking dog that's like
What kind of dog?
they? Like
a
a
pit
boy.
bull? A pit bull? A
No,
staffy?
it would murder me in a. I used to have a staff, and he would kill me if he wanted
Right.
to, but he wouldn't because he loved me.
What if you had
But
a
you think you
sword?
can beat a swan up?
What if you had a sword?
A swan is a gimp. It's got a big neck. I'd smack
And a
its head in.
chimpanzee?
A chimp would be harder, but I'd smoke him. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think you,
Chimps are harder than dogs.
What? If I volley the swan in the neck, it's dead.
Chimps are harder than dogs, though.
Chimps.
yeah. So
Chimps are hens.
the only problem is you're obviously taking the chicken here,
Yeah.
but it would be like, I've got to go to the shops, but
You'd
can't be
walk
arsed killing a chicken.
Yeah, no.
Because
I have
killing
a-
a chicken would be easy, but it would be the repetition. Like if you
I have a
deliver.
thing with death.
What's your thing with death?
Right.
Do you know Craig Pearson, who I went primary school with?
No.
He threw a dead pigeon at the chippy woman,
Bingo.
and she deflected it onto me. So seeing death that close up is harder than you think to deal with. So a dead bird, where you're thinking dead chicken, it's seeing it. That's harder to deal with.
Are you trying to this? Are you trying to say you've looked death in the face? This is like his rape story. You've seen a dead pigeon hit your torso, and you're like, I've looked death in the
I
eye.
had to stand in my mum's grave and bury
Have
it.
you ever seen?
That is so. By the way, I heard that story as a listener of Have a Word, not a person of Have a Word, and that story is phenomenal.
Yes.
And I think you've never told it on pod, have you?
I don't think I've told
Oh,
you.
do it now.
Would you tell it on pod?
Yeah.
Because it's such a good fuck. Because it's only been told second hand.
a perfect setup, a dead
No,
pigeon.
Ishan. Jamie had a pigeon kicked at him. Listen, I get it.
You cry out to your mother.
But he had the chippy lady kicked a dead pigeon back. I'm not trying
And
to.
you had to face death square in the eyes.
I listened to this story walking to work in Japan, and it fucking killed
From
me.
on what?
It was on Have a
you remember
Word.
when I
Adam
sent
told
it
this
in?
second hand.
And you read it
Ishan
out. I sent
before
it
I
in.
knew who Ishan was and before I was part of the podcast, I listened to this story.
Oh, do it now.
Finn, have you got any vodka and a cup?
I want to hear it.
Ishan, take it. It's such a. I mean, it's sad, but it's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
It's so
So-
funny. They're gonna love
Let
this.
them, they want to get a drink.
Yeah, let's refresh.
Let's.
No, but how big was the pigeon?
Yeah.
You all right?
I think about this whenever you come on. This resonates with me so
The
much.
story.
Yeah. Because I say I was a fan of the boys then.
So basically, my mum died 7.5 years ago, and it was very sudden, very unexpected. And the funeral was on the Sunday. And I think with a lot of religious things, you don't really know what to do. You've got to wait for someone to tell you what you've got to do, how to do it.
Yeah, the ceremony fits that.
So we go to.
Hey, he's being a fucking. Yeah.
Right. So we do.
You moved that along nicely. So I know from the pigeon. Go on, sorry.
We have the funeral, whatever. The funeral's done, and then we've got to carry the coffin to the grave where the grave is, right? So we put the coffin next to the grave, and they open the coffin, and then the imam says to me and my brother, "Right, you two get in the grave." So we're like, "Sorry, what?" Like, you two have got to go in, and we lower the body in your arms into the grave. So I'm like, oh, is this a joke? What the fuck? Right, so I climb in, and me and my brother, I'm quite big. He's definitely diabetic. I'm probably diabetic. So
Oh my god, no.
we're wedged in next to each
Also,
other.
you got stuck in them.
We're wedged in next to each other. And I'm 6 foot, so I'm basically head level with the rest of the grave, inside my mum's grave, right? So they pull my mum's body out. She's in a burial shroud. They hold our arms out, and they put her body into our arms, right? So I'm holding my mum's head and shoulders.
In a casket.
No,
No, just
outside
just
in a shroud.
just in a cloth.
It's like
No.
she's
Yeah.
wrapped up.
She's wrapped up in a cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the pigeon wrapped up in a cloth?
Like a burrito.
Like a burrito. It is like a burrito, actually. Yeah.
Mamito.
I've got my mum's head and shoulders, and my brother's got her knees and toes.
Knees and toes.
Yeah. Anyway, so what we have to do, we then have to lower it. We have to lower it into the grave, right? But there's already like there's a lack of space. And I'm kind of spaced out because I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. It's fucking weird. So I'm trying to work out how to lower it. And by this point, somehow my brother's managed to get my mum's kind of feet and her legs onto the base of the grave. So she's at like a perfect 45-degree angle, like a fucking water slide or something. So I'm holding her like this, trying to work out what to do. And so I shifted, and my mum is kind of my mum's head is like this in front of me. So then
We've all been there. With your mum's head.
So then I'm like, how do I put her down?
Oh my god.
But because I was so confused, I kind of held her and moved down myself. So I ended up teabagging my mum's forehead.
It gets worse.
And then in the shock of it, I just dropped her onto the base of the grave. And then,
Wasn't there more with the aspirin?
huh?
With the bum print?
Well, yeah. So then basically, at this point, as I'm climbing out, because what they have to turn my mum's body to face Mecca. And as she's turned towards the side of the grave that I was on, my arse cheeks are perfectly printed in the wall of the grave.
Still to this day?
Yeah, probably. I've not dug it up since, but
That was it. 2K13. Oh no.
It's such a wonderful story.
it's mad. It's mad.
Fucking hell.
Shout out Mama Ugbert.
Yeah. Amazing.
Teabagged her in her own funeral. Right on the forehead.
And then left his ass print in the grave. It stayed with me, that story. I didn't know you were then.
That is unbelievable.
Oh, there you go. What a way to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
That was when I was getting to know you. I think I heard the story before I met you.
And what did you think of it?
Legendary.
My first ever guest was you, and we went for food together first, remember? Went for Mackey's first,
Yeah.
back in the day. And I haven't missed an episode.
August 2021, 2020.
2020.
2020, yeah. I haven't missed an episode since.
Still one of the most played episodes ever.
Oh, absolutely.
And
The go-to
it's
episode.
repeats. It's people going back to it.
Yeah.
Top 3 episodes, you and Jamie are goated up there.
I see a lot of tweets of people saying, "Oh, just fancied watching Ishan's episode today."
Oh, people have watched it several times. You can tell it goes in periods. But like now, put it on the fairway now is between 26 and 28, 29K.
Yeah.
That's for our current
Solid.
YouTube, you've put a solid one on.
Yeah, but
If
you
it's a
two-
little less than that, it's not totally landed. And then you get those ones where you're like, it's way up. Yours is way up. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not new people watching it.
Yeah.
It's like Thomas Green's episode.
It's the clips.
Yeah, Thomas Green's episode
seen- yeah, I've
landed.
seen
Your oldie.
Like the Jizz Demon clip, the clip
Yeah.
with Jamie that went mad. It's the clips. It's the ice cream van clip that Ishan did. It's
Have you done that on stage?
The
In a show or whatever?
teabagging in the show I did, yeah.
That's fucking...
Yeah, that's
so
if you
fucking
It was
eke
for
that
Edinburgh.
out, that's Edinburgh, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
so well told as well.
One more
In a
question.
Steve Bennett kind of...
Oh yeah.
It's so,
What would you give it, Jamie?
so good.
It reads like a 4.
Oh, it's got to be...
4 swans
if
out
I
of
was
5.
Steve, 3.5.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
read,
What you gave me.
it'd read better.
Who's Steve Bennett? I don't even know who he
That's
is.
all. We don't need to
I haven't
talk
got a
about
fucking clue who he is.
Never heard of him.
Clickbait.
That's another thing beginning with S we don't mention on the pod.
Fuck that.
Stephen Coletta.
We don't mention him on the pod.
Perfect.
Stephen Clutter.
Perfect.
Perfect. Random question for the lids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weirdly off-putting. Someone going, yeah? That's that question. Halfway through the question. Random question for the lids. If your dick made a sound every time it got hard, what sound would you want?
Allahu Akbar.
Got to be, hasn't it? Got to be for him.
It would be way funny, though, if that's the sound that Jamie's dick made.
Mine goes, oh.
Again.
Just to grow.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, we're not seeing another Fanny, are we? No chance.
Who's this, Jamie?
Oh, here he is. His grip.
Whose biff is this?
Another one.
Another one.
I think a theme tune. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler?
Mr.
Oh, I know what my cock would do. You know we belong together. You and I forever and ever. No matter where we are. You're my shining star.
Oh, my.
And from the very first moment I saw you, I never felt such emotion.
Hardness.
Walking on it. Just to know.
Just to know.
You are there.
You are there.
Hold me in your arms. Don't let me go.
I wanna stay forever.
Closer each day.
Home and away.
That's what my cocks
Yeah.
do.
That'd be a weird sound for a rape.
Mine would be Joni winning a special prize on Wheel of Fortune. Joni the spinner.
With John Leslie. Rape dick.
John Leslie, yeah. Mine would be
He's
that.
got rape dick.
Yeah, he has got rape dick.
I wouldn't be John Leslie.
Claudia Winkleman.
Can we have an,
Fit.
Yeah.
can we have an
go.
interval?
Yeah. I need a wee.
Mine would be bits and pieces.
Oh, yeah. It's what the moves, you know. Who's in charge, me or the devil? Catch flights, not feelings.
Catch flights, not feelings, guys.
9 double fucking 8. I think I'm in charge. Jamie's up. Yay! Dan sacco duro.
He's a bit handsy.
Watch the
Oi,
shelf.
for a victim.
Ah, no, the friction.
What is
We're all dancing.
I've never seen someone with less rhythm.
Whoa. There we go.
Go on, dance off.
It's order.
Jamie, not on any.
Oh my God.
Jamie, not on any camera. Get back. Turn that Hispanic shite off.
Whoa.
Fucking hell.
We all have a shot in front of us.
Oh, hey, to friends.
Oh, another shot. Oh,
Kampai.
To friends and money.
Kampai.
Salute.
To making to friends. To friends who making money.
Kampai.
To monetizable friendship. We have not done enough of these podcasts.
oh, that stung.
We have two of the best African voice specialists.
Bingo.
Easy.
I was reading the Patreon,
And I stung.
and he said to me,
Oh my God.
why don't you and Jamie do the whole podcast
What?
in an African accent?
There was a point on The Last Dance, which was one of the best nights of my whole career, and I am not shitting you, where I was very vocal on the side stage mic, more than I would at any other gig. Like I literally, as Adam got on and he started talking, I interrupted him to go, I think this is how Adam sees our podcast. Him on stage in lights, me at the side of the mic. And it was that vibe all night, wasn't it? And by the time you got on late doors and went on as Africa Zulu, I was pissed and I was having the time of my life. So that you started doing the which was a callback to Ishan's and every time you went the crowd went
Really?
And I'm not joking. That was
so sad I
some
describe
of the
it.
most electric, stupid,
It was
fun.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
I'm so sad
It
I
was
missed that.
so mad.
sad.
Everyone was
It
just
was-
I
responding.
invited you though, didn't I?
Yeah, but I'm just going to make it, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
mental. I can't describe it because I did it for a laugh. So like, we mentioned MC Africa Zulu, so I'll do my set in African as a laugh.
Yeah.
But I didn't realise as soon as I did the, it just fucking.
Everyone lost it.
Everyone lost the shit.
It
Mate.
was
Shouting it back.
I'm so
and
sad I
Dan
missed
was
that.
collapsed on the stairs.
There was so many bits of that. Like,
so
it was such
good.
a perfect. And if you're a patron, if you're a new patron and you've not gone back to watch The Last Dance, I'm talking to the 1,000 or so that are new. I'm sure you've gone back and looked
The
at
1 in 9.
The Patreon specials are genuinely special. These exclusives that we're doing every week, but these lock-ins, it's genuinely special. That Last Dance was so good to me.
It was.
And I don't know, man. There was points of that night that were so perfectly beat the frog.
Did you play
Like people bombed. People bombed.
Who
But bombed.
you needed that? You needed that.
Yeah.
Who
A couple of people,
perfect
a couple of people
frog?
got annoyed on the comments, like, "Oh, this wasn't exactly like it wasn't like." What goes out on Patreon isn't going to be a perfect replica of what happened in the room, because some people are doing their set. Some people ask for their set not to go on Patreon. We weren't paying anyone that night. It was me asking favors.
Yeah.
If they don't want it to be up forever on Patreon, okay, it's behind a paywall, but it's still up. And also Will Hutchby, who's our brilliant
So
videographer,
Goat.
he
So good.
also decided that some people's sets we didn't need just
yeah.
to keep it moving. He basically made it
It's
a
a
bit
good
of a match
product.
of the day.
Right,
What's
yeah.
the product?
But in terms of a show, some people doing fine, some people ripping it, some people getting it wrong, and then a magical borderline racist moment was exactly the last Beat the Frog I wanted.
Right.
It was unreal. It was great.
When
Was
it?
every act
December?
No,
It was genuinely
it
one of
was
the best
November.
nights
November's
November
release.
I've had.
was every act someone you invited?
So every act
Or were there
was,
any,
was
like,
no.
muggles?
Every act was someone that I invited. There was
Okay.
a few that haven't been on Have a Word. Mainly, it was like the first people. Obviously, it was always going to be me and Adam.
Yeah.
And Adam wanted to go on first, and actually, that was right.
Yeah.
Adam going on first was right.
Oh yeah.
And then Adam came on at the end and was like, obviously, we had a little moment at the end that was very. I genuinely didn't know he was going to do that. And people were like, "Did you nearly cry?" And you're like, "I don't think you understand what it's like to retire from a show that you've been doing for 15, 20 years because you've found something else that suits you in the point of your life you are now and is actually more successful. Like to say goodbye to something that's helped you get there is so easy. It's almost like a professional footballer whose playing career has petered out, and then they get one of the best jobs in telly ever. You're like, oh, are you sad that you can't play in like defensive midfield for Stockport County? No, because I'm on Sky Sports 1. That's how that move from Beat the Frog to this feels like that. Yeah. But that night was so beautifully. There was acts that have done Beat the Frog in the last 2 or 3 years. Alex Stringer, who's a brilliant act. I think she's great. Is proper new. Sean Davies. Simon Lomas is relatively new compared. And then Jamie kind of was. So Jamie was one of those acts that I was like, oh, you've not been on the pod, but you're someone that in the last 3 or 4 years, I've seen it Beat the Frog. Absolutely hoofed it. On the back of that, we asked him on the pod. And then there was Rob Mulholland, who's one of our boys, Freddie Quinn, one of our boys. I asked you, it was such a... But wasn't the acted a Dice Clay thing that was as risky as your MC Africa Zulu?
It's my favourite personal one.
And didn't quite work. And it was just such a fucking great night. If you've not watched it, go and watch it. It's so
unbelievable. Good. That's what made me sign up for The Last Dance.
Are you Patreon?
Sign up for, yeah.
That's sick. I love him. I love him. Guest the Patreon.
So as a podcast now, what we're doing
Shan's a Patreon.
is we're
I've been
doing
a Patreon
this
for a long time.
We're doing what we do, which is the Patreon exclusive every week and the public episodes where we got a guest. But now, because of the support of these guys, I get to not do as many shit gigs, which is amazing. But we also get to go, right, who do we want helping us? And those Patreon specials are going to be every week. Like, we've got next week, we're going on a ghost hunt. And we're going to Chillingham Castle in Northumberland. Northumberland, properly staying over. The last time we did it, we just had an evening in the middle of summer in Pontefract. The difference 6 months later is we're going to Chillingham Castle. We've got fucking night vision cameras.
Yep.
And
that's my favourite podcast of all time, The Parapod.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Obsessed with it. Like Barry will tell you, I went to his live show. You know, they started crying because I came to watch his fucking film record. And he's like, no, I fucking go and download The Parapod. It's one of the best podcasts of all time. I'm not just talking like, comedy podcasts. Or it's unbelievable.
He's right.
Go and download it. It's amazing.
One of the original goats.
It's
Barry was on the
my favorite
episode the other day. It's
of
amazing.
All time. I love it.
It's Romeo Dunn now.
Yeah.
To have a film made.
That's it.
Mate, have you seen the film?
Yeah, so
It's
me and
unbelievable.
Finn have seen it.
It's so good.
Shout out Barry Dodds. And
Shout out Barry Dodds.
Go on, Barry. I've not met Barry. I've not met Barry. I've not met someone.
Barry is the nicest man in the world.
I can't get across what a genuine gem Barry Dodds is.
He seems like a good egg.
Oh, he's
in
lovely.
my life, there's some people that I've known him 20 years. And for a lot of that time, I've just taken Barry's friendship for granted. In the last 5, 6, 7 years, I've realised how good a friend Barry is to me. And I love that man so. And it's a really nice feeling when you love someone, love them.
Yeah.
And then they're also fucking brilliant.
We're good at what they do.
Because there's people in your life who you love and you have to sort of you're a bit of a knob here or you're not that good. It's having him as a guest co-host the other day was great.
I swear down. He had his show, Sale Waterside. Me and Callum turned up. Callum Oakley. We turned up and Barry had tears in his eyes. I can't believe you fucking showed up. I watched me film. You fucking joking? I fucking love you.
Because he's
He
genuine.
was like,
He's genuine.
I can't believe you just.
That's why it
did
pisses
that.
me off when people are horrible to Barry. Because it's not like being horrible to Ro. All Ro does is go, ow! Oh, is it? Nice one. Oh, good. Yeah, is it? Right. He just literally puts you on a shit list. When you're horrible to me, it takes me a day to go, ugh, that feels bad. Why do they not like me? And then I'm all right. But Barry is so genuine
I don't know how
that
he
when
can be all the time.
someone's off with Barry, it registers with him because that positive emotion that he felt when you turned up, I hate
He's genuine
it.
with tears in his eyes.
He's-
Me turning up to watch
He's
his
a bit special.
He's
He's
just a
Barry.
lovely.
He seems nice. I've never met him.
Anyway,
He seems lovely.
Very fun
well, you
man.
will because we're going
I
to
hope
do
he's
these
good as
Patreon specials.
I want to meet you, Barry. I'd
It's
love to
class
meet
as
you.
well. He's really
We're going to
good
do
as
these
well.
Patreon specials now once a month. Ghost Hunt, we've got the roast, we've got the
Cricket.
So in March, coming out in April, we're going to do the table tennis match,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then I think
Summer.
the cricket match would be amazing.
Or just go to the next.
So Alfie Brown,
Yeah.
who's one of our boys,
Yep.
is a massive cricket fan. I cannot wait to bowl at Adam.
Are you
Me
good?
too.
Are you good at cricket?
Yeah, I can't wait to bowl at Adam.
Are you a spin or medium?
In my head, I'm a pacer, but I'm probably a medium spin
Medium.
bowler.
Yeah.
Who'd you model yourself on?
What, do you think you're Dale Steyn and actually you're like Murray Lutheran? Is that what you said?
Mate,
Hey,
I
Muttley
swing the
was
ball
naughty.
like you wouldn't fucking believe. It goes from heterosexual to fucking pansexual by the end.
Hetero to pan?
Yeah.
I'll pan it out the
I'll
ground.
fucking.
Hey, who'd you model yourself on? Who'd you bowl like?
Jacques Callis,
Oh right.
Oh, you know
okay.
Jacques Callis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he on?
one of the greatest cricket players of all time.
Yeah.
He's good.
I like Brett Lee, mate.
Right, why did you say that? I was going to argue with you. Jacques Callis. Oh, right. I'm going to go
No,
to
I thought, sorry.
John T. Rouds.
John
Right,
T.
yeah.
Rhodes. All right, mate.
Sean
I play cricket for South Africa. I'm really good at it. I like fielding at the mid wicket, so I can catch the ball. I bounce it on my hand and I catch it.
Am I the only one that when you meet a South African, you literally have to stop like saying,
Doing the next things.
no, I just think apartheid, blacks. I know it's a joke.
Apartheid, blacks.
We sold Laura's Volvo. We sold Laura's Volvo. We buy any car. Right. Sealand Road. We buy any car. There's a South African lad. He must be 27, right? And he was like, all right, Mr. Nightingale, I'm going to have to replace the bumper. So the online quote will come down from this to this. Is that okay? And I wanted to be like, I don't give a fuck about you. I want that diamond. Like, in my head, there's two versions of South Africa. No, three. There's basically me doing Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio. Some
Apartheid.
version of apartheid where like, I hate blacks. Or like John T. Rhodes, Jacques Callis.
Jacques Callis, yeah.
Yeah.
Dale
Kenzie
Steyn.
Kronya.
Yeah, Dale Steyn.
It's really bad.
Taking the bun.
As we drove away from as we drove away from We Buy Any Car Chester, Laura went, oh, he was nice. And I went, that's because we're not black.
Apartheid was mad though, wasn't it? It was fucking mad.
You went
and
there.
1994, like that was recent.
Yeah.
For it to come to an end, for Nelson Mandela to be like, how recent was that? And then 3 years later,
I remember it.
and then 3 years later, we handed over Hong Kong in this massive ceremony. The British Empire is coming to an. All this stuff is so recent, and then we get so hepped up about racism. This happened 5 minutes ago.
No, we signed Andy Cole. 7 million. No,
I
seven.
No, but
7
when
million.
did Wigan sign Jason Robertson
Yeah.
Etherington?
Nathan Allen. Robertson, Nathan Allen.
I said Etherington.
Can I just say, a few weeks ago, I went.
Was he black?
Was it Blick?
A few weeks ago, I went to Mo Gilligan's show at the O2.
Mixed rice.
I went to Mo Gilligan's show at the O2,
did
Black and
put you.
British.
Okay.
The Black British takeover at the O2, right? There was an after party, which we went to. Me and Kay Kurd, guest on the pod previously.
Oh, it's good lad.
And Andy Cole was there. And I used to love Andy Cole growing up. I had a shirt. I
He's
fucking
boring
loved
in
him, right?
interviews, isn't he?
He was.
He comes across like that.
I loved him.
Boring in interviews.
Yeah, but no one's like, oh, Andy Cole, what a great podcaster.
Yeah.
Scored 37
He's
goals
got
a
a rap
season.
song,
Who gives a
hasn't he?
fuck? He'd be absolutely
No,
dull
but
as dishwater.
he's-
Bangs them away, mate. No, thing is right. Yeah, he won us a Champions League, but he's a terrible raconteur.
No, but
I loved him. I
is
especially
dead.
loved him because he came on as a sub against Spurs, scored that lob, did that whole fucking weird celebration. Anyway, so I loved him.
Well, I hated him because he changed his name to Andrew Cole.
Andrew Cole.
Like a pretentious cunt.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's
I go to the
boring,
after
can't
party,
they?
and Mikhail Antonio of West Ham and Troy Deeney are there, right? Standing next to each other. And Andrew Cole is in a corner by himself.
Jamie's doing drunk sounds. he's like doing the Mancunian piss guy DVD extras. Like, yeah, fucking touch his kids. Mikhail Antonio, are you German? Are you fucking Spanish?
Generally, when it through my head was if I for a football team, then go on.
Open your DVD extras. He's so Mancunian, he's Japanese. Fucking man, you fucking man.
So then,
Shut up, Jamie.
you know, this is how they
I
say.
don't mean that.
How they say you shouldn't meet your heroes, right? So I was dead excited to see Andrew Cole in the fucking after party. So I walk up to him and I'm like, "Oh mate, I'm such a big fan. I had your shirt when I was a kid. Thank you for everything you did for United." And he looks at me and he went, "That's not an interesting story."
No, we didn't say that.
He just looked at me and went, "That's not an interesting
He
story."
didn't say that. There's no
What did
chance
you
he said
think
that.
was going to happen?
You should have been nice, the big pussy.
What? I thought I was saying a nice. Who has Andy Cole's shirt in that time when there's fucking Beckham gigs and gigs?
He said it's not an interesting story.
Yeah.
No.
So I was like, what?
No way he said that's not an interesting
Oh, now
story.
you're defending him. You were slagging him off 2
Slagging him
days
off,
ago.
man.
No.
He's a shit
Yeah,
podcaster.
shit pod. He's fucking rubbish.
How many patrons is Andy Cole
Yeah,
got?
his episode didn't even air.
If it was Dwight York, fair play. But
No, Dwight York would have had a lovely time.
he
Harvey
said
Price.
it's not an interesting
Every time.
story.
Yeah.
Harvey Price.
I can't. What?
Right, exactly.
What?
I was not happy about it. What? I don't understand why you're so fucking shocked.
He's turned into like a drunk American black woman. Like,
You were,
oh no, no, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, Andy Cole,
Andy Cole.
the brother.
Lord Jesus, no way.
Oh shit!
No way, motherfucker.
He usually so personable.
Oh, my God.
God damn!
You know what he need?
Lord, I'm
He
gonna
need
talk to his
Jesus.
mama.
He need Jesus in his life.
Andy Cole.
I just.
Bring him to the church.
Bring it to the church
Oh,
Sunday.
hell
We're going
no.
to do a lovely cookout. Then we're going to let him see the way of the Lord Jesus.
6.5 million from Newcastle to Manchester.
37 goals a season.
My bingo was football-related words.
Get your
So
fucking-
I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to say
Pour his shot right now.
Andy Cole kicked a goal. Shot time.
Oh, shit.
Cheers.
Sorry. What was your what? What was your bingo?
Finn just cheers the lights.
If we say
You've not really done it.
if a country is mentioned, I usually say a footballer from that country.
Bangladesh.
Hey, can I just say, Paul?
None. There's no Bangladesh football.
Mohammed
Okay.
Ilsan.
All right. There is.
Oh,
And he's
then.
playing in the Premier League right now.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No,
Is
he's
there no-
not.
Right now. Right now, he's playing in the Premier League.
Brentford.
Nope.
Who'd you play for?
title-winning side.
United.
It's a what? Title-winning
A title-winning side.
Bale.
It's Leicester then.
Zidane Bale.
There's Leicester Bangladeshi.
Yeah.
Is it Chowdhury?
Yes, it is.
Don't fucking come at me.
Oh, hey,
get smoked.
Zidane
Right,
Bale.
Pakistani.
See that though? I got Chowdhury.
That was good. Right, Pakistani. Name me a Pakistani player that's played in the Premier League.
Zidane Bale.
yeah, no,
Pakistani
yes.
in the Premier
No,
League.
he's not playing Premier League.
No, Zidane Bale's playing in the
I
Premier
can't
League.
think of any Pakistani.
No.
Should we shout foreign names at each other? And
Pakistani player played in the Premier League.
I can't think of any. I don't know.
right, shut up.
Zidane Bale.
Zesh Rahman, Fulham.
Oh, Zidane Bale.
Right, shot. Thank you.
I got fucking Chowdhury, so give me
Right,
some.
got it.
Zidane Bale.
I'll be right. Hi guys, you're right.
I don't want to put it over the
What's
Oh,
this?
you
Question.
good lad. There's.
I don't want to put it.
There's. I said there's.
Tears, lad. Tears.
There's. You know.
Tears here.
Tears.
Tears.
Have a drink on it.
That's
About
great.
8 drinks on
Right.
the go.
Right, Carl's gonna have a drink. It's great.
Campai.
He's having a drink.
He's having a drink. Oh, Carl Riegler's having a drink.
How you feeling, Jamie?
Fine.
Trying to go out after?
Yeah.
Have you done Runcorn on a Monday? A lot of stag do's.
Hey, that's a lot of cracking you've drunk there.
Yeah, you've done well there.
You've done
Release
this a
the
lot of.
Kraken.
Can you hold it? Can you hold up to show the? That was a full bottle.
Hold up.
I'm sound.
Hold it up.
They can see
I'm
it.
Can they see it?
Yeah. They can see that.
not out of action.
No, of course you're not.
He's having Kraken and Iron Brew. He's a
Alright.
fucking player.
Crack and iron brew. Like fucking
I'm all right.
Di Serrano and
Fist.
fucking Kiora.
Disaronno.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Late night at a party.
Dis-
Oh.
Disaronno.
Oh, what?
Disaronno. You said Rano.
There's a wrongo.
Disaronno.
Isn't it double R or double N?
Why do you want me to dislike
Double R O.
So
Di Serrano?
Disaronno. You said Disarano.
Yeah, everyone calls it Disaronno though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one calls it Serrano.
Serrano and Coke. You're right. I'm backing me, bro.
What is it?
Cheers, Carl.
Dissertation?
Did you do
The
this?
Serrano. See, there you go. Ishan Akbar. Listen, I'm the king of spelling. Let's do a spelling
that's
bee.
Piss.
Oh, it's right. It's right.
I know how to spell it. Doesn't mean you're the king of spelling. Piss.
I'm the king
I'll
of
beat
spelling.
any man alive.
I will
at
beat
Wimbledon.
anyone at spelling. Anyone.
Nah.
Right.
You are Adam so much.
Right.
I will win at spelling.
Next.
I love
Listen.
jigsaws.
One of the
You
Patreons.
film me beat him.
No. One of the Patreons.
I'll knock you
One of the Patreon episodes, Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. I'm telling you.
I'll beat you at Scrabble.
No, you won't.
Tell you now. I'll beat
I've revised all the 2-letter combinations.
Zach.
The thing is, how do you manage
beat
to
you at
play with
Scrabble.
all that pussy you're batting away?
With the jigsaw and the Scrabble?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because is it not distracting with all that flange just going at you?
Mate, I get
Ladies jumping
I get
cro-
so much more flange than you lot think I do.
Spelled rhythm.
I am
I think you get none.
No.
So
No.
any improvement on absolutely Jigsaw Zero?
No.
Have you fucked a bird because of jigsaws?
No. I once made a woman
Have you
come...
fucked a girl at a
I
spelling
once made
bee?
a woman
Are you a paedophile?
Yes.
Spell victim.
Spell-
V-I-C, and she's pointing at you. T-I-M.
Ishan spelled rhythm.
RHYTHM. Come on, bruv. You're dealing with an absolute...
Bit of a
Come on,
curveball.
bruv.
Some people don't like that word.
Let's not mess around.
Because
This
it's
is
all...
I'm a Mensa
consonants.
member, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Yeah.
Are
you.
you?
You're not.
If you are at pisses,
Not fuck about.
you're in Mensa.
not.
Yes, I am.
You got raped off a girl. You're not
Let's
Mensa.
not fuck about.
You're not Mensa.
Mensa.
No one Mensa.
Mensa jigsaw.
raped off a
2-letter
bird,
word
you know.
Hang on,
combination.
you're
Scrabble.
in Mensa.
Yep.
No.
I could get in then. Easy.
Have a go.
No.
No. I'm asking your opinion.
It's time to have a go with Isha.
Well, I got him when I was 13.
But I would get in.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
between-
maybe.
So between jigsaws
Did you have
Yeah.
to do an
and
IQ test?
spelling bees
Yeah, and Mensa.
and Mensa,
Yeah.
how much puss did you get?
A lot.
21?
Loads.
Rape victim.
Did you have to do an IQ test for Mensa?
An IQ
Yeah.
What's your
test.
IQ? What's your IQ?
146.
Ah, you pussy. Can't even
Oh,
fucking do that in
146?
snooker, mate.
Yeah.
You need 140 to get into Mensa.
Yeah,
I'm
but
150.
147.
I'm genius level IQ.
Oh, you're a bitch.
Let's don't fuck about.
Why are you such a mong then?
What do you think? Okay, then. What do you think Jamie's IQ is?
132.
I'm good. I'm smart.
Yeah, he's smart.
I'm intelligent.
Well, to be fair, probably more because he knows better.
Swear
Like, he
down,
understands the
intelligent.
quick.
Right, yeah, she's got
I'm
the...
intelligent. Swear down.
2 + 2 is 4.
I was academic in school.
I reckon IQ wise, it goes me, Jamie, Carl,
Piss! What?
me, Jamie, Carl,
No, I'm
Finn, Dan.
really, really intelligent.
Ishan, why is Jamie above me, please?
No, I swear down.
'Cause he spent time on
I
the
swear
streets, bruv.
down. I was at the risk of becoming academic at one point.
Yeah.
And now
Harvard,
He's
Cambridge,
so
maybe.
hurt. Carl is so hurt by that.
Nichols College.
I don't like lies.
No, I'm smart.
It's because he spent.
I'm
No, but no.
Hang on, is the streets one of the ways
No,
to get
no,
into
but I'm
Mensa?
smart.
Jamie,
I'm.
you let these argue or we'll argue. Who's arguing? We can't. All four of us can't argue.
Right, go on.
You're like, I was at the risk of being smart. It was
it's
either
all right.
Cambridge
No, it's
or
all
right. No,
fucking
go on,
William Hill.
Jamie speaks. Go on, Jamie.
Right.
Jamie speaks.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, beef.
No, go on. No, we haven't got any beef.
No, he's wrong.
Oh, God.
What's wrong?
Ishan's opinion of my IQ.
No, you're incredibly intelligent, but I think because he's had more time on the streets.
On the streets in Mensa.
Lads, do you realise this is Have a Word the podcast, not Eggheads? What are you trying to do? Don't come here to like
Mastermind the
caress
podcast.
each other's
fucking
fucking
rhythm.
IQs. No one gives a shit if you're clever.
Dan, I think you're clever.
Oh, they do. They love it. They love it. I'm not clever.
You're just a certified genius. Quote.
Yeah, no, that's
from
making clever. That's making
about
clever.
2 minutes
If
away.
I was a certified genius,
24 years ago.
I'd be on a yacht in fucking Dubai. If I was a genius, I'm just like good at puzzles. Like,
You sexy bastard.
Have a word pod at gmail.com, ladies. If you can email with all that fucking dampness down there.
no, Listen,
You
I
need-
get
you
so much more pussy than you're giving me credit for.
Ashan, you need to realise
Yeah.
solving a jigsaw puzzle is not as attractive as you think.
It is. It is.
You think when that last piece goes in, women are like, once he puts that in there, he's going to put that in here.
Women like bonding, innit? And whether you're bonding a jigsaw or bonding with the person, it's bonding. Jigsaws are hot. I'm not taking
Ishan,
that. Yeah?
have you ever met a woman?
Yeah.
Women like bonding.
Women like
Jigsaw-
bondage.
If I go back to my wife, whip out a jigsaw,
What? She'll love
she'll
it.
murder me with a
if
knife.
you say to Laura, if you say to her, listen, I love you. We need to spend more time together. Can we do a jigsaw together?
I
She'll
know
go,
you.
Oh, they wouldn't.
I know you're up twice in the
you
night
joking?
doing baby feeds, and I know these pieces could be swallowed by the baby, but apart from that, sit
No,
down.
you do it
Let's
in-
finish this
No, do
together.
it in a safe space. Your office, your garden office is like, and then put the jigsaw together.
That's not going to happen.
I was worried this like
I'm buying him a jigsaw for his birthday. I don't give a fuck.
March.
And if
5th
any of you can make
March
a jigsaw,
15th.
All right, and if you want to buy that jigsaw,
Yeah,
Oxfam Chester,
if any of you,
2 months after
if any
Christmas.
of you can make a have a word jigsaw, make one. He's getting it for his birthday.
What is it? The logo.
Actually, like this scene. This is a. This
Hang
is a-
on. Well,
This
so
would be
when
a
they
good jigsaw,
screenshot
'cause
it,
there's-
Do the
I want my
screenshot now.
face to be.
Right, there's some good jigsaw. This is a good jigsaw background because there's multiple colours. There's some block bits.
Do it. Do the face. Please make that a jigsaw. Whoever has the means.
I can't believe I'm the sad story one. And you've got. I just put jigsaws
No,
together.
no matter
I
how
just-
much you guys try and make me feel. Listen, I got bullied a lot when I was at school.
We're not bullying you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not having any of you take the piss out of jigsaws because they're sick.
The thing is
Well,
is
we're not
bullying.
taking a bit-
If
Hey,
you come on
Ashan,
if you come on a podcast and
we're not
tell
t-
people
Yeah.
that jigsaws get you pussy,
Yeah, it does.
when people go, "Shut up, you
No,
knob,"
no.
that's not
I'm not
bullying.
saying it is.
That's not.
No, I'm not saying that is.
Ashan, we're not taking.
Can you see any bits of yellow?
We're not taking the piss out of jigsaws.
Yeah, you are.
We're taking the piss out of you because you're embarrassing.
No, it's great.
Yeah, that did sound like
Come
bullying.
on, bro.
What's
be
your
fair-
favourite jigsaw, Dishan?
Huh?
What's your favourite jigsaw?
The jigsaw I did. The one that I've ever done.
Yeah.
Do it now.
I
it now.
did 1,000 piece
dance
of a NASA space station.
And how long do you leave it made before you put it back in the box?
Do it now.
I put it in frames.
What do you mean?
I framed them after I've done them.
I don't believe that.
I framed them after I've done them.
Next to your degree.
No, I don't put my degrees up. I put my jigsaws up there.
I was on that time when I got started.
And then at the bottom on the frame, I put how long it.
What did you say, Jay?
That's that time I got started on fire.
What?
It just reminded me of the thing.
Jamie, it reminded you of what?
It just reminded me when you said that.
Of what?
The time he got set on
When I
fire.
got started on fire.
You got set on fire.
Yeah.
How did you get set on fire?
I've not told you that.
No.
I've not told you that.
And I'm like a diplomat at the UN. I need an interpreter.
Mate, this is.
How did you get set on fire?
Oh, that's the classes.
What happened?
Go on.
So I was at my mate's 21st, so we rented out cabins.
Yeah.
So it was like, you just rent out a cabin. Yeah. Just get fucking on it. And anyway, so we're all up there, bang on it. And so I'm bollock naked. So I'm naked. And one of the dares is this girl. One of the dares is to suck me off.
What?
How dare us to
One
suck
of the
you off?
dares is for this girl to suck my dick.
How
Yeah.
old were you?
7,
21.
21.
Cool.
So one of the dares is there to suck me off.
Has she consented?
Yeah.
Good. So we don't need 2 victims, 1 pod.
we don't.
Right, nice one.
So
Yeah, 'cause you're
that's where. So I'm bollock naked
Yeah, you've said that
Yeah,
twice
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
and I'm shuffling across.
Jamie, microphone.
I'm shuffling across to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
And my mate's brother, he sprayed deodorant and then sprayed a lighter
Right.
on my dick. But the thing
He
was,
flambéed your knob.
and But the thing was, I had alcohol on my belly
Oh.
because the last day was someone sucking a shot out my belly button. So
And you hadn't washed.
So I had
Like alcohol dripped down.
and it just went. It was a mess.
So how did you put the fire out?
So I was there for 15 seconds, which sounds minimal,
But it's a long
but
time
when
when you're
your
on fire.
box are on fire,
Stop.
it was.
Did you stop,
It
drop,
was
and roll?
there. No, it was there. No, because I was just on Magic for the rest of the weekend. I just sniffed my way out of trouble.
No, but how did you put the fire out?
It just got put out. I don't know. I don't know. I was just on Magic and it just.
So hang on. You're about to get a blowjob as a dare, and someone,
Got kisses of it.
someone lit fire to your dick and belly,
Yeah, as
and
a
you're saying
deodorant.
you don't do jigsaws.
As a deodorant. As a deodorant. They did that as a deodorant.
Where was the jigs?
They did that.
jigsaw?
They did that as a deodorant, but I had
I get it.
alcohol.
I get it.
So it just inflamed.
Yeah. So you're
So-
human horny fireball.
Right, if you can make a jigsaw of Jamie Hutchinson on fire.
So for
Stop
weeks,
saying homework.
So for weeks, it was just red. It was
Is this why you've got no pubes?
no. I swear down. For weeks, it grew like Zidane. Joe, it was just like it was
So-
hair at the side. And
Do you have any scars from that
Well
time?
done,
Do you have any like burn marks?
No, it grew back, but at
Healed.
the time, it was like it was just hair grew sideways, and I had first degree burns.
I love
from
it when you
but
say
I had
sideways.
so much.
First degree burns.
It burnt to my skin. It was unbelievable. It caught fire. I was on fire. I
you
can't
ever-
tell you how much. I was just on fire, and then it got put out. So it happened. I was on fire for about 15 seconds, but that's a lifetime when
that's
your
a lot.
bollocks are on fire.
yeah.
There's nothing in jigsawing. Go on.
So it got put out, and I just carried on the rest of the weekend out. But genuinely, I had this proper red thing, like first degree burns, like proper red thing for 10 weeks until my pubes grew back properly, and so my pubes grew back. It's like Zidane. Like just all on the side and great first touch. That's what it was like. That's what it was like for ages. I swear down.
Bingo. I've got no more podcasting in me. I got no more. I'm drunk.
Sorry,
I love you. Oi, brother. It's been beautiful.
Absolute pleasure.
Ishan Ugbut and Jamie Hutchison. Lids, this has been fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for your support.
We love you.
Those
Love
patrons,
you.
Vin, do you want the mic so you can?
Bingo.
They can make him do a shot just at the end.
Why?
Because
Because
you're
vodka.
drunk.
I'll have a shot. of
No,
vodka.
no, because when you talk, they do a shot.
Oh, I thought you meant me do a shot.
Oh,
Hi.
stop it.
Love you, lids.
Oh,
It's
that's
all
why
good.
He's not allowed on mic.
Why?
Right.
Patson Daka. Mozambique.
Huh?
Shot.
You said something about Tucker.
Appreciate the fuck out of you. And those patron specials are going to be every month, and they're going to be beautiful. We're going to have Jamie involved, Ishan. These boys are absolute Haverworld royalty. Thank you, boys.
Yes.
It's been
Pleasure.
amazing. Yeah, buddy. Thanks to all the lids. Thanks for the lid army, all the ultras. Appreciate your support. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've drunk along. Absolute madness in places. It's been fucking glorious. And we will not let this one run as long next time. I think we're going to have one of these in the spring. Spring lock-in?
Yeah, I mean,
Megan, go ahead.
go ahead.
Get on me. Be